จากไปฉัน
What's going on, everybody? Check 1 2 1 2. We all set to go. Oh man, this new mic right here though is sounding really great, man. Hey, welcome to the Blackout Podcast. My name's ODM. You already know, your daddy's favorite rapper. Just in case you don't know, your mama's favorite DJ. You know what I'm saying? And the other half is up in the heavens while watching down on this DTTX, man. I always got to shout my man out. Welcome to the Blackout Podcast, La Blackiana. And shout outs to her, Crystal, and Money Moons, who's not with us tonight. But that's because we got a crew here, ladies and gentlemen, that, what can I say? Wow, I first heard of this group's name, back when we started, LSOB, 1990. You know what I'm saying? And I would go to the swap meets and I would flip to the CDs, you know, in the glass cases there at JR's, man, off of Adams Street in Riverside. You already know that was the prime spot. Or Tyler was actually the first spot. And this group was one of the groups that popped up. And ever so, you know, there's where I, first started getting into more of the Latino scene, Chicano scene, recognizing that there was more of us out there, You know what I'm saying? On the underground side, if you will. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring to the stage our platform. That's right. Let's give it up for Spanish Fly.
Yo.
Let's go down, man, and just introduce yourself, bro.
Johnny D, Spanish Fly, man. I came in the group, I would say second generation in the early 2000s when we were signed to Pocos But Locos, man.
Okay, Pocos, Better Locals.
Yes, sir. What up, ODM? I go by the name of MOC, Spanish Fly MC. You know, representing the fly. You know, on this new journey. You know what I mean? And I'm representing and respecting the past. You know.
MOC, we got something in common. We got acronyms.
Yeah,
ODM,
exactly,
man. Come on, man.
Come from somewhere, man.
Hey, that's some OG shit,
fan.
though,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
Even Fly got acronyms in Spanish Fly,
yeah.
which we'll get to in a little bit.
Definitely.
I recognize this cat over here, though.
Esther Daz for the Harbor Area Spanish Fly, the originators with Esther Rich Rock and Tricks.
That's what's up. Welcome, fellas.
Thank you,
Welcome,
man. I
fellas.
want to thank you for having us here.
No, absolutely. It was destined to happen. It was like, finally a long time coming. I hit you up maybe about a year ago. Less than a year ago.
A few months ago.
Yeah, because I really wanted to get this interview in. I had saw that you were on Tony's podcast,
Right.
Tony A, and
Right.
a couple of others. And I said, you know what? It would be really good to have you brothers on.
That's dope.
Just to kind of let the youngsters know where this all came from, brother. For the life of me, man, I had today's sponsor, bro. I know it's by Buzzware. Let's just put them on the screen right now, Danny, because I had everything. I don't know what the hell. I got my wife's iPad today, so that's what happens when your son takes your iPad. But shout outs to Buzzware, today's sponsor right here, man. Buzzware, family owned, man, straight out of the Inland Empire, Riverside, and basically, they're a print shop. They print one-stop shop. They print all your apparel, your T-shirts, hoodies, all that good stuff. As you can see right there, they also do tumblers. My man is a great artist. I've seen some of his work. Matter of fact, I might want to hit you up, Doggy, just to collab on some stuff because I see you're very talented with the pen. So check him out right there. Buzzware on Instagram. It's at @buzz_ware. Go follow him. Give him a follow today. And I appreciate you guys. So now let's get into this conversation, man. We got that out the way. Yeah. Man, you guys is here, dude. I want to go. I know people have heard your story, but maybe some people haven't heard your story. I really haven't heard your story, Daz. So I want to start with you, and then we'll go ahead and go this way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As we go in kind of like chronological order. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So, Daz, I have some questions off top.
For sure.
Number one, Danny, can we bring up the album cover, bro? The
Trust No Man or 18?
Trust No Man. Trust No Man. Yeah, Trust No Man. On that cover, the three of you right there. Is that you? Because I was trying to pick.
Yeah.
I know
I'm
we
one
get
of them
older, we
right
change
there.
looks.
Yeah,
we shave the cut out. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I grew some beard. You lost it, right?
Right. Yeah. I got a little something here.
So that is you on the right hand, right side, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I can't see the cover right now, but
It's the front. It's the front.
Yeah,
My bad.
it's me there. I get the black hoodie, I believe.
Yeah.
With brown. What were they? Ben Davis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, is that Tricks all the way to the left too?
Tricks got a hat, I believe.
Okay.
With the LA hat, Los Angeles maybe.
Okay.
And then you have, I think Toker's on there. One of my homeboys, Toker, Ruben.
Okay, so S.A. Rich Rock is not on there.
He was not on that cover right there.
Now, was that your second album, or was there an album
That was the
before?
first album.
Very first.
There's a long history with all that. Like,
Let's start right there. Let's start right there.
Man.
I know you and S.A. Rich Rock. What I do know is that you guys met through also Tricks.
Yeah.
And you and Tricks were actually a part of a group first, right?
Right. We were a DJ group. So I met Tricks. We grew up together in the neighborhood in Carson.
Okay.
We went to, Dolores Street School, Carnegie Middle School. Rich Rock lived down the street from me.
Okay.
And then Frank was a little older than myself, but he was already DJing and doing things like that. And then I met him. We made a group called Chill Attractions, probably like 1987 maybe.
Okay.
We started DJing parties around the neighborhood, getting known like that.
Both you guys had your own turntables, or was
He
it just...
he had the techniques. I hadn't had them yet.
Yeah, those were
I
special.
wanted 'em. Yeah, man.
You had to have some
There's a
Skrilla.
cover right
You had
there.
to hit some licks for that.
Yeah, man. I ended up getting them later through the recycler. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Remember that?
Oh man,
Yeah.
I love this conversation already.
Yep.
Yeah. Shout out to the OG and the green sheets and all those, man.
All that shit. But yeah. So I met Frank and Rich Rock. We all went to school together. Rich Rock started rapping.
Yeah.
He was like, there's a documentary out, came out in 2015 called Spanish Fly.
Oh, I gotta
If
check
anyone,
that out.
check that out. Anybody, you get a little bit of history there. You see Rich Rock busting, like, straight B-boy.
On camera.
Yeah, on camera. It was
Okay.
like a
Because I was
talent
looking
show.
for some stuff. Very, like, maybe pictures here or there, very minimal.
Yeah, because we came from hip-hop, though, growing up, MC, the DJ, the elements, right? We
For
were
sure.
DJs, cutting and scratching.
Hell yeah.
And then Rich
Sir
Rock.
in Vegas, sir.
All that.
Bro, I remember like it was yesterday.
Yeah, DJing the parties and all that. And
Yeah.
Rich Rock was already MCing. But like the Run DMC style, he had the Kango hat, he had the cords, he had the Adidas, just B-boyed out.
Because that was the style.
Yeah.
No shoelaces in them. I
All
used to
that.
rock them with 3 socks in those motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah.
My mom used to get pissed off because I'd come home with no fucking shoestrings. She'd
Hell
be pissed.
yeah.
I didn't fucking buy them like that so you could wear them like that. I go, Mom, you don't get
Right.
it. You don't get it.
And we used to break dance. I used to break dance. So the whole culture of the hip hop,
Yeah.
all the elements.
Hell yeah.
And that's important to say because we kind of come from that, and then we'll get to the rest.
Hell yeah.
How it all developed, but that's kind of how we met. So the group was called Chill Attractions. We were DJs, and Rich Rock was already rapping, but it wasn't like the Soy 18 with the Bullet style yet at the time.
No, I'm glad you brought that up
Mm-hmm.
because I was doing my research and I heard some of S.A. Rich Rock's flows.
Right.
And it sounded nothing like he was more just on the hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say boom bap was a thing back then, but it was more. I mean, he had that old school
course,
flavor for
yeah.
the time. It was a sign of the times, and he was rapping more. Not saying less skillful, but just a different flow.
Yeah.
I know it wasn't orderless.
No.
Wasn't that Rich Rock?
No.
Which is crazy because how did that happen to where he started implementing
It
what I
was
mean,
just-
the hood sort of
Yeah,
speak.
it's just growing up in the neighborhood. We
Yeah.
also had a lot of the homies, a lot of friends that got jumped into the neighborhood, into the barrio, right?
Yeah.
And so early 90s, it started changing a little bit, and all the homeboys got into the barrio. You see the lifestyle. And growing up with all the homies, Rich Rock, myself, and Frank, that's when the sound kind of started changing a little bit.
Okay.
Just being around that element, being around the homeboys from the certain neighborhoods.
Yeah.
And then that style started coming out.
Because not only did you, I don't mean to cut you off, but like I know, just like we're not too far, man. I was
Right.
in Orange County, and I grew up the same. As you're painting the picture, bro. We had
Right.
break dancers. We was bumping the Rhodium mixtapes. We
Right,
was
yeah.
break dancing on the corner. We was rapping. We was doing all of that. But we also grew up in the barrio.
Yeah.
So it was like right there. It was right there. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But go on, man.
Yeah, so basically, and in the documentary, kind of Frank goes over it. I remember when he made that beat, we put that together, the 18 with a Bullet beat. Frank had like a different rap, kind of a different style to it. And then all of a sudden, Rich Rock came through one day and just, orale ese, let's load the shotgun up, that
Yeah.
gangster shit.
Yeah.
But it was part of growing up at that time and being around the homeboys from the barrio and just being influenced by them heavy.
Now I'm
in
gonna
the
ask you:
early
was there
90s.
any other like Chicano rapper, gangster, doing gangster thing at that time?
At that time?
This was what, 88, 89?
Yeah, like we did like a tape with the 4-track, kind of like late 80, 89. And then the one in the CD came a little later. But we had like this tape that we made with the 4-track, the turntables, the records, and it was circulating in Carson High School because that's the high school we went to.
Right.
And then it got around all the harbor area. So from Carson to Wilmington to Pedro, and they were passing out the tapes, man, and it got really huge. It got
Hell yeah.
big, yeah, that's how that came about. That sound basically.
Yeah.
Just growing up with the homeboys, really, man.
At what point did you start rapping, though?
Oh, and get back to that. So the only other, what I remember, the rappers that I remember really heavy were you guys, Lighter Shade of Brown. I remember Frost.
Right.
But you guys were on major labels, and I remember me and Frank were like, damn, we're trying to get a deal.
Right.
And we'd make demos and send them to, I forget the labels at McCullough. I forget the labels, but we used
Right.
to send them,
Yeah.
We wanted to get signed. We wanted to be like, yo,
Did you guys have a
man,
manager
like-
at the time or no? I was just
At the time, it was just us.
Okay.
We hadn't met.
figuring it out. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but that's what I remember because I remember Frank. I think he had the 12-inch, man. Your guys is what was it? The TJ Knights.
Yeah, yeah. The brown cover
Yeah.
with the
He had
TJ
that
thing.
some mix on them and stuff. So, but other than that, I don't know because I grew up listening to like Schoolie D.
Right.
PSK.
So before you met
MC
S.A. Rich
Shan.
Rock, you were already busting on your own. That's what I'm asking.
Kind of, but I was more DJing. Rich Rock, I got influenced
it.
by Rich Rock, to be honest.
Okay.
When he was writing,
Yeah.
I was kind of like there trying to get in.
Mhm.
But one thing about Rich Rock, he wasn't trying to hear it. I wasn't as good as him. So I'd be like, hey, check this out. And
Yeah.
he was like, whatever. He kind of like, he was doing his thing. You
hey,
know?
can we all agree though?
Just
Don't
real.
all fucking rappers come with egos?
Yeah,
You got to, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so I get that. And matter of fact, and I'll get it to him. Like, well, I'll get into it now. S.A. Rich Rock's brother,
Oh, Luloke.
Luloke, he kind of said the same thing when Luloke tried to rap. Luloke told, I mean, I watched somewhere where he said, he was trying to bust it for his brother. His brother, he was like, man, you sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On
Yeah.
that type shit, right?
That was Rich Rock. He thought he was the shit. But I mean, he was dope, you know? I mean, I got to give it to him.
It's oh man.
Yeah.
So what you guys like? Because this kind of reminds me of me and DTX. You know what I mean? Rest in peace. Like we was put together
R.I.P.
también. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We weren't brought up in the same neighborhood. We were like different sides of the track. Same thing.
Right.
But you know, we snipped each other out like some pit bull. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck, we came with egos.
Right.
And it was like he write a verse, I write a verse, but yet it was like. Low key, we was both battling each other, because it was like, hey, homie, I ain't gonna let him outshine me, but it just fucking worked.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And lo and behold, we made a whole fucking 13 songs of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Album, and which our chemistry was fucking
Dope ass
unreal.
album too, bro.
Gracias, man. Yeah. So this is crazy how this is going because I relate to what you're saying as far as S.A. Rich Rock now. So he had his singles on, going on with Soy 18 with the Bullet. That was before. The Trust No Man,
Trust
right?
No Man, yeah, that was like the single.
Okay.
So what happened was we did that tape, we got all around.
Yeah.
And then at Carson High, we met Murray Brumfield, from
Murray.
Familia Records.
Yeah, shout out to Murray, yeah.
Yeah, Murray. And he was a teacher there at the time. I forget. I don't know if it was his.
I didn't know Murray was a teacher.
Yeah, he was a teacher.
Damn.
There. So he was like the cool teacher where like in the quad, all the hip hop kids would go in his room. Razzcazz, like they'd go in there because he was a hip hop guy. He'd play all the, all the music. All the hip-hop.
Razzcazz from Carson?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
So,
other rappers for the record so we get that out the way?
What you got out there in Carson? What, Bishop Lamont?
Woo!
Yeah,
I
that's some
heard that
MCs
name in a
out there.
minute,
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah, so much love to them.
He still
man.
working?
See Arson.
I don't think so, bro.
No.
I haven't heard
Fuck,
that.
he was hard.
He was with Dre, right?
Right, well, yeah.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, so that's where we grew up in Carson, man.
Yeah.
Rhyme spitters out there.
But you guys were the first ones to do it. That I heard.
Yeah.
That.
Oh, man.
But you guys really put on for Harbor
I'm
Area.
humbled by that.
You know what I'm saying? Because I hear Spanish Fly and then I hear Harbor Area right after that.
Right.
Like you wouldn't hear, you don't hear too many rappers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Claiming they hood.
And that's important because in the album, and there's a song called Harbor Area, and that's mine. That's when that was like my first rhyme.
Yeah.
That I put down, and my whole thing was to put Harbor Area on the map. That was like my thing.
Yeah.
And I'm proud that it did. It did that. We put a stamp on that.
Yeah.
But in the album, there's a song called that Harbor Area. So, yeah. But yeah, Murray, Carson High. He heard our tape. He heard the tape, and right away he's like, "Hey, I want to take you guys to the studio." And I don't know how long ago, maybe a week after that, Paramount. He took us to Paramount.
Yeah, Paramount. We did most of our stuff there.
Paramount,
Studio
right?
B,
Hollywood,
was it
yeah.
upstairs?
Upstairs.
Yep.
I think you had that room upstairs.
Upstairs.
Yeah.
So B was upstairs,
Yeah.
then you had A downstairs where you
Yep.
mixed. Well, yeah, they had the bigger budget for that. That's where they would put all the drums. Actually, you could put drum sets in any of those places.
Yeah. It's big old rooms. Some
But
of
the
them.
upstairs had the brand new fucking Neve.
They had the board, right?
With the fucking flying faders and all that shit, if
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah. That reel-to-reel shit.
I think in the documentary we show that. It might be that board. Like,
Damn.
we're kids in there, man. We just.
Do you remember your engineer? Was it Stoker?
That
White-
name
white
sounds
dude, white
familiar,
English
bro.
dude?
You know what? I think so. But in
Blonde
the
hair,
video, there was also a late. I don't know if it looked like a girl. He had long hair. But
There were a lot of rockers,
There was.
engineers at
There
that
was.
point. That
Yeah.
when hip hop was introduced
sure.
to Paramount, that's all there was there. In
Yeah.
fact, Stoker, the one I'm talking about, he's the one that he mixed Ice Cube's "America's Most Wanted."
That's dope.
He's on that fucking album, and that was my claim to fame. When I was working with him, he was mixing our shit. I was like,
That's
"Fuck,
dope.
Ice Cube was right
Hell
here." Like,
yeah.
yeah, dude, "America's
Yeah.
Most Wanted." He's even on that "No Vaseline."
yeah.
Where his voice, he goes, I saw that fucker Ice Cube in London.
Oh, yeah. That's
NWA
him.
ain't shit without Ice Cube.
That's dope.
And that's that motherfucker, dude, fucking Stoker. And here's one more thing. That dude was in that, remember General Public? Tenderness.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He was in that band. He was the
Oh,
fucking
shit,
drummer.
I didn't know
so
that.
where the rockers stuck together
that's
in that
fucking
fucking
cool.
crazy
Yeah.
shit. But go on, man.
Yeah, so, but yeah, that's how he took us there. And then we did the Trust No Man album at Paramount. But we, before we took it there, we also went to Brian Dobbs, man. I don't know if you know Wino. He's the one that produced Coolio. He was out in Carson at the time in Del Amo. and because we didn't have the samplers yet.
Yeah.
He had all that.
Okay.
He was working on Coolio's album too, or a lot of artists out there.
He had the SB1200?
He had the SB12s, man.
Yeah.
And he chopped a lot of our stuff, like a lot of our samples at the time. Yeah.
Damn.
And then we went to Paramount and took everything. Yeah, it was hella cool, man. It was a good time.
So your first album, The Trust No Man, was the one that you did at Paramount. So
Mm-hmm.
everything else prior to that, all the S.A. Rich Rock shit, where was that? Like
We were doing that
pad
at
or what?
Frank's pad, man. DJ Tricks.
And
Shout
he-
out DJ Tricks.
What
at
up,
the pad.
Tricks? So he
Yeah.
was the producer at that time?
He was picking a lot of the oldies, and then I was there with them, kind of giving ideas. But a lot of it, he had all the records, bro.
Let me tell you something,
He had
dog.
all the records.
I was listening to you guys' shit, bro. Well, S.A. Rich Rock, even back then. But, I mean, it's you guys, because collectively.
Yeah.
You guys are Spanish Fly. So I didn't realize how many oldies homie was rapping on back then.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I knew Soy Ate with a Bullet.
Yeah.
And
We used to throw a lot of things
something,
in there,
something, take it to the streets where they come
Come from.
from.
Yeah, yeah.
Those are the
War.
only two songs I
They
remember,
want to
dog,
take
back
to the,
then.
yeah.
You know,
World
but-
is the ghetto. We use the World is the ghetto.
World is
too,
the ghetto.
from War.
And y'all fucking use Smokey Robinson, the same one we use, homies.
Yeah, we did. We did.
And I was
dude.
like,
yeah, we did.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
The fool was
And you know,
like,
it's crazy at that time because I think we all kind of like use the same kind of, you know what I mean?
well,
Like,
that was hip hop.
Yeah, it was.
Hip hop was sampled. First, it was James Brown until he put that to a stop.
Yeah.
All the East Coasters, you know, you said Schoolie
Oh,
D
yeah,
earlier.
yeah,
They were
yeah.
sampling all that shit.
Yeah.
And then his people came in and cut that off. That's all that I remember. It's like you can't use another James Brown sample. That motherfucker will come after your ass. And then Zapp and Roger Troutman got on that train, and pretty
Yep.
soon you heard no more fucking Roger Zapp unless you were fucking paying. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, dog, I heard that. And let me just say something right now, for the record, man. And I got educated, and I finally realized forever and a day, and we would say it, and we still do. We say that the first Chicano rap group from the West, mainstream, I think it's fair for us to call ourselves that. Now, I won't say the first
Of course.
Chicano rap
Yeah, no,
group.
for sure,
So
man.
I can never say that. And if I
For
ever
sure.
did, I'm eating my words today.
For sure.
Because of you guys. Because of I mean, I can't even think who was going. I mean, Frost, yeah, he was, but he wasn't doing Chicano rap. He was doing
Yeah,
what S.A. Rich Rock was doing, sort of. You know,
Right. No, yeah,
even
yeah,
bro,
yeah.
I shit you not. Rocky Padilla was fucking back in those days, I heard. You know,
I
early
believe
Rocky
that
Padilla,
shit.
Hispanic MC, he was doing the
Oh, I
Weekend
remember the
Toys shit.
Hispanic
Remember Weekend
MCs?
Toys?
Hell yeah. Yeah.
And who else? TNT, the
Yeah.
unit.
Yeah, you know, I'm humbled by that comment, bro. Like,
No,
you know,
hey, no,
I
bro.
appreciate
Come on,
you,
I've been
man.
waiting to
Gracias.
tell you that, bro. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and just so you know, I don't even say that. Like people ask me, you know, and I'm like, nah, we're not the first, bro. But we were part of the beginning.
Right.
I say that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we were there, and I do mention, you know, the Frost, a lot of shades, because that's what I remember.
Right.
You know, when we were coming, we were kind of on the underground. You know,
Right.
you guys had the deals. We wanted that. We're like,
Yeah,
"Damn,
but
I want
see,
that deal.
motherfuckers in Arizona wouldn't pop. Maybe they do.
Yeah.
Because I know Murray had a hell of a distribution.
Yeah, he did.
But if you didn't know about tech, if you didn't know, I didn't know how far you guys went east.
Right.
Us, we were on the map because we were on radio. We were on a
Yeah.
major label.
Yeah.
So we were pushed that way. Okay.
Yeah.
Not to say that you guys couldn't be that either.
No, for
had
sure.
you got signed. But I'm just saying, homie, got game recognized game.
Thank you,
like
man.
fuck,
Same
just
here,
from
man.
this area.
Gracias,
Hats off.
bro.
You know what I'm saying? So you guys get your pop props, homie.
Hey, gracias.
Yeah.
Same to you guys, bro. We looked
Gracias.
up to you guys. Just so you know, we used to have your records, and we're like, damn, we want that. you
Yeah.
know? So it's mutual respect, bro.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
you know, I'm happy to be here. Bro.
No, for sure, dog. For sure, dog. Like I said in the intro, when I would go to the swap meet, bro, and I would see you guys and Little One.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And that's the
Oh,
first time I
yeah.
heard Little One, but the Boogeyman and Night
Yeah.
Owls and all
Yeah,
those
he
cats.
put all that out, Murray.
Bro, and then the 805s, you know what I'm saying? The
Yeah,
Central
Downs
Coast Click
and all that.
and everybody else, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
half of them dissed us, but I mean,
Crazy,
all
huh?
good.
All that shit that used to happen, bro.
Hey,
Sometimes,
I
bro.
don't know what it is, bro.
You
but
know-
you know, gente, you know what it
it's,
is.
It's the raza and the ego.
It's the
but,
egos, bro.
But sometimes I think back and I'm like, shit, man, I wish we would have just, you know, I mean, I did want that, but we all had ego. We were young,
For sure.
you know?
For sure.
But deep down, you know, we're like, damn, I wish we could get down and do some shit, you know?
And yeah, you're absolutely
but
right.
it's
And
never too late, bro.
No, it's never too late.
shit.
Now, hell no, we working on some shit now, so
yeah.
we'll chop it up. But I mean, going back then, yeah, it was just we didn't know, we didn't know half these motherfuckers.
Right.
We never met them,
Nah.
and we were getting dissed left and right. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Light of
Yeah,
shade. I'm like, where the fuck these guys come from?
Yeah.
Why? Because we used "Dipping in My Ride." You know,
Yeah.
the Confunction sample. Who was those fools? Cali Lifestyle.
Oh, I remember. Yeah.
And they went on record in disses. And I'm like, I didn't even know about them until I heard the diss. And I was
Yeah.
like, but, I mean, it's fair to say that, come on, bro, there's only so many oldie samples out
Right.
there, you know?
Yeah.
Like you guys, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? You guys use fucking Tracks of My Tears.
Yeah, we
and
use-
but y'all ain't
Yeah.
coming out of us
Nah,
like that, you know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
liked you guys, man. You guys had the homie, the
who knows?
homies, right? Wasn't that the sample, y'all? I used to listen to
The
it, bro,
Easy E,
because I
yeah.
remember ours and I remember listening to yours. I'm like, damn, it's dope. It was different, but
Right.
they were both dope in their own right. You know what I mean?
right, absolutely.
Yeah, ours was called Wrong Side of the Tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's the food, though?
Man, it's good.
I'll get to it.
Bubba's
right.
Tacos,
Bubba,
where we at?
Bubba, good looking out, bro.
No, I know.
I'm picking at this
sauce,
shit. I'm
That
picking
sauce
at
on
it.
top, fire. I just got
Hell
the
yeah.
spicy one.
Hell yeah, man. Eat up, brother. Eat up.
Thank you, guys.
Shout outs to everybody in the super chat right now. Shout outs to Anthony Brito. I think he dropped a little donation. Gracias. S.A. Daz, a legend. Spanish Fly Legends need a reggae album from Daz.
Oh yeah, that's I do.
What? What's
Yeah,
that
I got
about?
like it's some Cali reggae. I got a nephew, Tunes Beats, Alex. He's pretty dope. He's a good musician.
Okay.
And years back, he was part of a group called Cali Trees, Crooked Trees. He was the producer. And then he made Cali Trees, and I was like the MC of it, and there was a guitar player.
Yeah.
It was dope. It was fun. So I put out like a little EP.
Uh-huh.
It's out there. Nobody knows about it. Called Voz de Esperanza, and
Yeah.
it's kind of like reggae.
Okay.
Kinda like Cali reggae. I'm rapping over it.
Hell
so
yeah.
Some of the people hit me up like, man, let's do some of that. So
That's dope.
And even on this new album, we're gonna do remixes of our songs with like the reggae style. So
Okay.
it should be cool.
Did you guys put out, I saw somewhere, a Spanish Fly. It was the same cover as Trust No Down, but it was like something bootlegs and,
Oh,
or what was
I wonder
that?
if it was the one.
Said bootlegs
Was it
and
red? Was it like a
something.
mixtape
Yeah,
album?
yeah. Same album cover, but it was just, I think, a different
It was just a
picture.
newer like a newer version
Oh, the
of it.
classics
Yeah.
and unreleased,
Yeah, yeah.
or which ones? Or the one with me and Rich Rock on the cover?
No,
There's
it was,
I don't know.
it was just a group. It's just a different color.
Oh, okay, got
Right,
you.
okay.
Yeah.
So
There's
that
a
was
lot
just
of stuff out
some
there. man.
remastered shit or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I put out a few, but I've also heard other people putting out other stuff.
Yeah, well, you know how
You
that
know-
goes.
you know
Like
what
the
I mean?
bootleg
Like-
tape days, man. You know what I'm
So
saying?
I don't know, man.
That's crazy. Shit, dude, where do I go next? Because I'm fascinated with the story, homie. Like, you know, growing up in that era. I mean, you know what it was, man. To
Yeah.
be just in that whole phase. S.A. Rich Rock, man. Did what exactly happened to him, bro?
With Rich.
What happened?
You know what I think with him, and then, you know, I don't really talk about it a lot, but I will, because I think it's important to like mention it. Maybe it can help a youngster out there. You know, now that I work with kids too, you
Right.
know.
You're a counselor, right?
Yeah, I'm a counselor and I work with middle school kids. And what happened with Rich Rock was he felt alone, bro. Like we were doing a lot of drugs back then.
Yeah.
Had a girl pregnant,
Mm.
started getting involved with some drugs. And, you know, it's one of those things where now I wish I could have helped him. But I was also a little homie, and we didn't know how to reach him. You
Right.
know?
It's like
Yeah.
blind leading the blind, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, he
Did you
felt-
ever reach out to him at the time in the era, or you
Oh,
were
man,
just you were trying to figure it out too?
I
at
was
the
trying
same
to
time?
figure it out too. You know, we were all smoking weed and drinking, and now I reflect. I'm like, damn, I saw it, you know. But being, you know,
Yeah, younger.
14,
Yep.
15, I couldn't see it. But yeah, so he got caught up with drugs, man, and yeah, man, it's pretty sad because I haven't seen him in years.
So he's
Years.
still alive?
He's still around. We try to get him in the documentary. If you see it, we're kind of looking for him. Lou Loke's in there, and he talks a little bit
Yeah.
about that, you know. And there's a phone call with Frank and Rich Rock's dad, you know, trying to like, hey, what's up? Where's Rich? You know, but unfortunately, I think he just wanted to be remembered for who he was. It's sad though, because the kid was talented. I'll be honest, man. He used to play baseball at Carson, pitcher. He could DJ, bro. Sometimes he'd be cutting it. I'm like, damn, bro, how you scratch like that? You know, he was really, really dope. Make
Talented.
mixtapes with the little fucking
Jack of
the
all trades.
turntable, like a little cheap turntable on his tape deck, just pausing. And they were dope. And
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing? You know, but he cut it up, and then he could rap and write and algebra 2, like in the 9th grade. Like he was very, very smart, man. Very intellectual kid. And so on that note, it just kind of sucks that happened.
Maybe
you
he
know,
has
but
some past experiences
Yeah.
that kind of play into that. Usually
family.
does.
There was some family things, and
Yeah.
so you know, I share that because I think maybe it can help a little homie out there. Like
Absolutely.
ask for help. You know what I mean?
Especially nowadays, these kids, man, they're just so on their phones and they're exposed more to some
For sure.
bullshit. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
And they think, oh man, I just had this conversation today about my godson, bro. And long story short, I mean, he's freshman. He's hanging around with a fucking crowd and
Yeah.
fucking kids from the skate park, whatever, and they
Yeah.
think they're little fucking big gangbangers, and
Yep.
and he's nothing like that.
Right.
But you are who you affiliate yourself with as they see
Yeah, it's
you,
sad. It's
and
sad.
it's and he's not listening.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like they don't realize how much love is around you. They don't realize what
It's
you
true,
do, what you
man.
do all day. We done did before 7 a.m. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like
you're
we've
right.
been there. You know.
You're right.
And it hurts me because we're older and these are our younger generations. So that's dope, man. You've been doing the counseling for about what, 17 years, 18 years?
Yeah,
now?
about 17,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, I
Going
be
on
doing my
18.
research.
Yeah, you do know.
Come
yeah,
on, man.
that's
What's
what's up.
I
yeah.
didn't even know that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
a lot of people don't know, but you know,
Something like that.
it's a dope thing, man. I like
Yeah.
working with these kids, and it's just cool. It's cool to like try to help them, but unfortunately, you know, I have had some students that got murdered and killed, you know,
Yeah.
and that whole gang thing. But then I have some that like are in college now, and they
Yeah.
hit me up like, "Hey, Mr. A, thanks." You
Hell
know?
yeah. That's
So
so
it's
rewarding,
dope,
I bet.
bro. Yeah.
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 I do hope just for his family's sake, man,
Yeah.
and S.A. Rich Rock, if he's out there, if he
Yeah.
ever sees this one
Much
day
love to
or
Rich
happens
Rock.
to, man, much love to you, homie.
Yeah,
Just
love
know
you,
that you
bro.
are loved, bro. Just,
Big time.
you know, what not just, I mean, obviously the relationship you guys have shared in the
Right.
past, just on some off music shit, off the mic shit, but what you've brought to this industry as well, bro, like it's just so tremendous, man. And my flowers to you
Yeah.
as well.
And that's why ODM. That's why I wanted to continue with the group, because I knew it was something special when we were young, me, Frank, and Rich Rock, where I was like, nah, I gotta keep going.
Yeah,
You know, when it all kind of broke up,
for sure.
and then I made the second generation, and I'm like, nah, it's got to be that name where maybe my kids or someone will continue. You know what I mean? The next generation, like the Latter-Shade Browns, and
Okay.
Spanish Fly.
I'm glad
know
you
what
brought
saying?
that up, bro, because I'm with you once again. We go on, bro. We together in the same seat on this fucking interview, because, as you know, DWTX passed away in 2016. Yeah, bro. And forever and a day, I was like, I'm just glad that we were able to spend at least a good year together back on the street, because we hadn't talked. Every now and then we talk here or there, but we hadn't toured. We hadn't been on the studio since forever and a day. So we reconnected, and through an Art LeBeau show, 2015.
Wow.
And yeah, we started touring again, and you know, he was trying to get back up on his feet and whatnot. Anyway, but yeah, sad to say, you know, my man just, you know, went down that same route, bro.
Yeah,
and it's
see?
unfortunate. It gets to the point where it really gets exhausting, you know what I mean? Because you're trying to help him, you know what
Yeah,
but
man.
ain't nobody gonna change but yourself, you know. And that's just real spit. So I hear you with the S.A. Rich Rock. But fast forwarding, I mean, it took forever and a day for me to even think about just getting in the studio as Lighter Shade of Brown. But then one day I woke up, I said, you know, the fans are still wanting
Right.
to hear the sound.
Of course.
Granted,
True.
there's not going to be another DWTX.
Right.
Well, we're not here to replace DWTX.
Right.
He's irreplaceable. But the brand, I know how to make that fucking music. I know how to make that
Right.
Lighter Shade of Brown sound.
Right.
I produced half of our last album. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I was in the studios with the Jam and Jameses and DJ Romeos and everybody there who made this and created this. And I know that's what Bobby would want me to do.
Right.
So,
Right.
you know, here that's why we hooked up with Moons, and Moons has been my dude, man, for some years now. And shout outs to Danny too. He's DJing for us, Danny Boy,
That's
and
dope.
it's just kind of like a revived,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you said.
I see you, man. I see you
Yeah,
and
I
what
see
you're
that
doing. I'm like, man, we got to get out there. Like, that's dope. I see you doing your shows, and this Lighter
Yeah.
Shade is the brand, you know?
Right.
And you just,
Yeah.
it's cool.
It'd be like, you know, Zapp just completely stopped performing without Roger Troutman.
Right.
And you really can't. I mean, you got some relatives in there, you know, Roger's brothers and stuff, you know, and
Gotta
and
keep it alive, man.
You
Keep
got
that
it,
name
you know.
alive.
Yeah.
You got key players
sure.
in there. So moving forward, you fellas, how did this come about right here? With Moats.
So like, I forget the year. Was it 2007? I don't, 8 or something like that. When that whole Pocos Pero Locos movement
That's
came,
right.
right?
You were saying that.
2007,
2004,
I would say.
Something like 2004.
2000.
2007.
2007.
6 and 7, right?
Yeah, I kind of put a new squad together at the time, and it was
I want to hear that beautiful voice.
my nephew Ace. It was my boy Fino, rest in peace. He passed away.
Fino? Okay.
Yeah, and then it was Johnny D. And I remember I heard Johnny D spit like at a house party. I think it was in Wilmington.
No, it wasn't. It
What
was in
was
Carson.
Oh,
It was
in
at Pizza
Carson,
Crib.
where I grew up.
Yeah.
But I heard him spitting. And I remember I was like, man, that dude, my homeboy Will, right? Will
Yeah,
put
Will
me
brought
on
me
to
over
him.
there.
Well, I had a homeboy and he took me there and I saw him freestyling. And so I was like, man, you want to get on? Like I saw the talent in him, and so he joined the group.
Yeah.
And during that time is when I put that Spanish Fly crew together, Second Generation. We did an album called Crimes of Agony at the time.
Okay.
We had Smoker's Paradise. It got a little bit of radio play. Loco Por Vida was on that album. But yeah, that's how that came about.
This was 04, 05?
No, 07.
We jumped a little bit. That was like.
Oh, did I jump?
No, you jumped because
I want to say it was 04 or 05 because that's when I.
Oh, see,
I
forget.
how
But
it
anyway.
works is like.
Go ahead.
Go for it, bro.
Dad
Jump
tell
in.
your story.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dad
jump
started
in,
it
bro.
up. And then like later on, like in early, like I would say the early 2000s, that's when I was just kind of like DJing.
Yeah.
DJing because my mom wanted me to make money and stay out of the streets, right? So
Sure.
she bought me a DJ system.
There you go. Shout out to
She was
mom.
like, yeah, and plus she wanted me to DJ for free for the family because they're always having parties like shit,
Two
you know,
and
so-
one.
yeah, so when I started doing that, but I wasn't really into it. So I was like a DJ, just play a nice track and then shift right to the next one.
Yeah, slamming
Move
them.
on, yeah. And then I was more about like reciting music and just like feeling it, like vibing.
Okay.
And then I started like recording music, like just like rapping over some Snoop Dogg beats or whatever the case,
Yeah.
And then I started getting good at it, bro. Like
Did you have a mic at? Oh,
I
obviously
had
you
a mic, I
at
had the
time.
DJ mic, and
Yeah,
I had
yeah,
an
yeah.
old I bought an old Philips. It was Philips one like a rewritable
Okay.
CD player.
Okay.
So I connected
Yeah.
it to my
Damn. I
to my
remember the
CDs.
rewritable.
Yeah.
See, you don't know about that.
Yeah,
Damn.
the writables, man, those were expensive. Like
Hell yeah.
5-pack for like $20 or
Yeah.
something. So I used to rewrite it, and then I used to like do a rap the whole song through,
Yeah.
hook and verse and maybe another verse, and then I would have to put another CD in and go over it. It was my dub. I did it. I was like a more advanced dub. Like
You know who had a similar story to that, just like that, and I never heard that before. And this is the second. Amanda Perez. We just had her on the show a few
Oh,
days ago.
she's
She
dope.
did the same thing, but
Yeah.
with a cassette. She would record her kick on one of the tapes, and then she put in another fucking cassette. She said she
Yeah, just hopping
the
around,
snare, and that's how she would make
wow.
a multi-track type. It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah,
or
I would basically do like what we do now, but like I would do the
multiple
verse.
CDs.
Yeah, and I would just do like almost ad libs behind it, like on a second
Yeah.
CD.
Wow.
Because those CDs were too damn expensive, bro. So I had it like, and I would just keep doing that.
Oh,
And then,
okay.
and then I had like a dual like mixing board, so I would record like, I would just try to minimize it as much as possible.
Yeah.
So I started doing that, and it was coming out dope, man.
How old were you?
I was about 17, like almost 18, like graduating from high school.
And this was right before you met.
And this is
Daz?
this was like because I graduated in 2000, so I met Daz at like when I got out of high school.
Okay. So
I
you
was-
were already
yeah, I
seasoned
was-
on the mic, or
I was killing
Obviously.
it. And then I felt I was real good because I had to learn to record that way. So I didn't know about tracks, I didn't know about
You didn't get
bars. I
punched in.
had a sound.
Self-taught.
All the way.
Yeah, a sound for it. You know, like when the beat's gonna drop, you know, that's when you're in your verse.
did you know about verses? Did you know about 16 verses,
16 he taught me
bars,
16.
hooks?
Taught him all
He
that.
taught me 16s, but I had it though.
Yeah.
But
I
I
remember
had
that
it
shit.
because I knew like how I did it was, I would like say I would rap like say like a song, Snoop Dogg song.
Yeah.
I would rap over his verse.
Okay,
So
and
when
then
it
stop
ended-
when he stopped.
When it ended, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let me go record this shit now. Like that's the way.
Can you imagine if his first song that he rapped over was the Game 100 Bars? He would have thought that was a verse.
all off on. Nowadays
shit
it's
was-
12 bars, some are 8 bars
Double
now.
album.
Bro, don't even get me started
People
on
rap
today's
hooks.
music, bro.
Those are verses now.
No diss, but fuck.
It's different.
2 verses, come on, man. Like, but that's what's up. So then you guys met, and then
I met him through a mutual person that because at that time like it was like kind of like Harbor area. It was real like it wasn't united, bro. Like it was Wilmington, San Pedro, and Carson. They were like mortal enemies, bro. And Long
Okay.
Beach too. So it was like they didn't click at all. So but the homie that I had, his name was Will. He I met him through another mutual homie, and he kept talking about Spanish Fly. You know, and I knew of Spanish Fly. To be honest with you, like I was more into like because I came into like the Death Row era,
yeah,
so I was more hip hop like
yeah.
than Spanish. I had their music, but I
Yeah.
didn't play it. To be honest with you,
And
I
I,
didn't
don't
really play.
even think Chicano rap was a thing.
Now you got
then.
me mad, homeboy.
nah, I'm just telling you, I'm being real. I even had
That's
I
right.
even had Brown Side, and I didn't play it, but I had it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like but I had all that.
but it wasn't. It
But
wasn't.
it
your
wasn't my
stilo.
cup
It
of
wasn't
tea,
your
bro.
style, yeah.
I
No, I
was
get
more
it.
like
I get
Ice
it.
Cube, the Doggy Style album, more like Sally Cell, like on the, over there.
For sure.
Spice One,
Yeah.
Strap Side of Me, all that, Master P, all that.
Were you part? You weren't part of El Barrio though, were you? Like
I was,
you.
I'm part of the
But
neighborhood.
were you active like back then? Were you like
Yeah,
banging
yeah.
street? Okay.
So it was like, so.
But you was banging the Death Row though. You wasn't banging the like Chicano rap,
No,
right?
I wasn't. I played it. I had it. I knew
Yeah.
of it completely, but it wasn't like in my rotation, bro. Like,
Got it.
It was. I would get a boombox with a tape, so
Yeah.
I won't skip. Go on the handlebars, ride around the neighborhood, banging music. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
yes, that's what it was.
I completely understand,
No,
bro. 'cause
that's
we had
what-
this
that's what-
conversation with
like
Bo,
that.
like Bozo, bro. Bozo was on. He was like, Chicano rap killed fucking rap for Mexicans.
No,
Straight
but-
up.
but when I
I'm
met
like,
him-
fool, you was on high power. He goes, yeah, but I was
Hey.
trying to better these motherfuckers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But when I met Daz and I heard what he was doing, fuck, bro, elevation, bro. He was doing it. Like, I met him in the middle. I wasn't part of Spanish Fly.
Yeah.
I met him through Will, and they were already working. They already did Loco por Vida. They already did a couple other tracks.
Yeah.
He had a track with Daz Dillinger that was fire shit, bad.
Yeah.
And we created like a group called 310 Suspects. It was me, him, and some guy called Grim. So we did that.
Wait, I'm lost right now. You said you did a song with Daz?
Yeah, Daz Dillinger.
So Daz and Daz? I said Daz and
Yeah,
Daz? Well,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
It's Daz
Hell
and
yeah.
and that Daz. You know what I'm saying? It
Hell
was
yeah.
hard.
that's pretty cool.
And that was on
fun.
the Spanish Fly album under Pocos Pero Locos. But that's how I met him in the middle of the whole Spanish Fly.
Like
it was
working
like
on it.
him and Fino,
Yeah.
rest in peace, and Ace. I met them in the middle of it. And so I started working on a project with Daz besides that.
Okay.
And as I'm working on that project, it kind of fell off. So he would bring me to the studio. Every time he would go to E-Dub's studio, he would take me with him. So I was youngster. I was like 19, 18.
Yeah.
So I was giving feedback on everything. You know, I was a younger.
Nah, he
version
was
of
he was
everybody.
absorbing everything.
Yeah, so I would do a hook here. I would do a verse here. I would do this and that.
Vato was paying his dues on
Yeah,
me.
he was.
Getting his stripes.
Just giving ideas, bro. I was giving ideas. I was giving feedback. I was becoming a part of it. So,
Yeah.
So I don't know I think it was Daz and E-Dub. They're like, hey, man, you want to be a part of the group? Like, and he asked me. I was like, no brainer. I'm in.
Yeah.
Full on, you know. So and then that's how I became part of the group.
So since then, that was old.
That was like, I would say
You know the
03,
dates better.
02.
Oh shit! So it's
Yeah.
been a
Yeah.
minute.
Right
then.
when,
it's
right
been a
when,
while.
Almost 20 years.
right when it started, because they only had Spanish Fly and they had Shadow under the label.
At the time, I guess.
At the time, yes.
Yeah, over there. Yeah, in Pocos. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
That's
Pocos
when
did
it
the thing,
started popping at
man.
the
I
time.
mean, for sure. I don't even know if I was trying to see what Kool-Aid and they were up to nowadays. Are they still?
I haven't
know
talked to
E-Dub's
them
working,
in,
right?
I haven't talked to
I
them
don't know.
in
They don't follow
years,
me.
bro. Honestly,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Man, big
Yeah,
part
I
right
don't
there.
know.
Okay, so getting back, what's up with my man right here?
And
When
then-
he coming to
oh,
play?
and-
Mo, what's up?
And then
wait.
So what happened with Mokes?
Go ahead,
I've
pause
known Mokes for a minute.
Yeah.
He was part of a group, and you could
Yeah.
talk about
Tell
a
me the group.
Mexiclan.
For sure.
Mexiclan.
He had a dope ass jam called "Estúpido Increído" with the homie Young, rest in peace. But you can go into that. Bro.
I mean, shit, just growing up, period, you know, my first thing, hip hop, loved it. You know what I mean? Growing up, 85 and on beyond, you know, 5 years old. Then it gets a little, you know, start expanding.
Yeah.
Hip hop, origin, hip hop. Then I start getting these little tapes, lighter shade of brown. Like, what? Okay, damn, loved it, love it, love it. I'm a hip hop head. To me, lighter shade of brown was hip hop. I never looked at it as like a Chicano thing, or I was proud.
I'll take that.
I was proud
Yep.
Right.
that it was someone like me and I could look up to, and it was different to me because it's like, damn, I felt like a lot of people would sound cliche, but we made it, right?
Yeah.
This is how I felt as a kid. Like, damn, like, okay, somebody just like that looks like us. We know what he's talking about, Death Row, this and that, this and that. All the black artists, which is, you know, a lot of the big artists, you know, dope as hell.
Yeah.
I love them. That's what I grew up on.
Yeah.
Run DMC, right? Fat Boys, all that. But now here comes
And you was
Lighter
an
Shade
80s
of Brown.
baby?
Yeah, 80s baby,
Damn, that's
1980.
dope. We grew up on that
Now
good
here
shit.
comes Lighter Shade of Brown. Here comes Kid Frost. Here comes Mellow Man Ace.
Yeah.
And to me, to where I'm at now with Spanish Fly, and let me never forget Spanish Fly, because when I was going back about these tapes, people passing around tapes, right? Spanish Fly's on these tapes.
Right.
Yep.
You know, then you got the High C, and then you got Tony A.
You talking about the mixtapes, huh?
Yeah. So that's where I
Yeah,
caught
yeah.
wind of them, and I knew that they were local, because I'm
Yeah.
from San Pedro.
Oh,
born and
okay.
raised. And I knew they were local. So
That's still
to me-
Harbor area, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, okay.
Yeah. He want to say Wilmington's a harder harbor. I think San Pedro's a harder harbor. He want to say something about Carson. But anyways, but yeah, my whole point being is, man, just to be here, everything coming full circle with the Fly,
Yeah.
lighter shade of
Yeah.
brown.
For sure.
Hell yeah.
I'm like living my hip hop.
No, tell him your
My
tell him your
hip-hop
story.
dreams right
Mexiclan,
now.
signed
You know
to
what I mean?
labels. Working with him.
I mean, that came later, you know, but when it comes, I was in a group called Mexiclan, you know, representing for the Harbor, San Pedro. We were signed to Univision.
Okay.
Yeah, we dropped 2 albums with Univision, distributed nationwide, Sam Goody, Best Buy, all that. So that was a dream for me. Like, what? But me first seeing that firsthand was seeing you guys do it.
Yeah.
And seeing a Latino, a Chicano, or whatever, Kid Frost, Mellow Man, to me, that was big time.
Right.
You guys are up there, right?
But you
In my
guys
history.
were signed on a major label. That's
Yeah.
big time.
Well, this came later, but as a kid looking at that to me, that was where you had to get to, where you guys got to.
Right.
Right? So then with Univision, I kind of sensed, okay, dang, this is an accomplishment. It was a short run, 2 albums, whatever. But, you know, my upbringing was you know, it's dope. Like, I'm sitting there with Lighter Shade of Brown and Spanish Fly. You know, this is a part of my historical upbringing in music.
I
period.
appreciate all that, man, as much as Dad's do, but I really want to know about you, bro. I want to know about
Right.
Mexiclan.
Okay,
I want to know
okay.
how
Talk
that
about
came
it, bro.
about, because you can't just
They're
say
dope.
I was signed for 2 and then I learned. Nah, but you can't brush that off because most cats don't get major deals.
Get into it.
How do
all,
we
all
meet?
I'll
If
say
it's
is,
okay.
what got
I mean, yeah,
me
for
with
sure.
him was he was spitting. He got that silky voice.
Yeah.
Hawks. And then Leon had that he could sing like
Rasp,
Mexican
like a mariachi
music,
style
raspy
sing.
voice, and it was just a dope mix. I remember. That's what I remember.
So he was the singer, your partner, rest in peace.
Leon, yeah.
And I'm the rapper, you know, and he would
was
make
in
all
Spanish,
the beats.
like
so
Spanglish.
we got together just growing up in San Pedro, you know, started from the projects, the Rancho San Pedro projects, right there in the port of Los Angeles, you know, and we grew up, and so he's into music. He grew up in the church, and me, my father's a musician, a lead vocalist, and a genius guitar and a bass player, and to this day that's what my father has always done. He's never had any other job, so that's kind of my upbringing, right? And then Sam, he grew up in the church, and he grew up singing, like, and playing all the instruments. So just being in the projects, he caught wind of me rapping, you know, and then because I was doing voicemails, like, you know, rapping on voicemail, spitting my little verse, my little 12 bar, whatever length it could be.
That's it.
And so just to make it a little quicker, you know, so me and Sam formed this group because it was just word around that I was rapping and he's doing his thing. So we brought it together. He was already signed to a Spanish label, which was called Luna Records. And so then they said, hey, do a demo, because they caught wind of what we started doing when we came together. And then they
What year was this?
This was in 2003. Because the album dropped.
So
in
this was the
2004.
start of just about the reggaeton era.
Like the
About
Urbano,
there,
right?
yes,
What
sir.
do they
Right?
call it? They called it something like
yeah,
that.
and it was called Regional Urbano, but it was right at the start of the reggaeton,
Yes.
because I remember Pitbull, when we went to
Yep.
Miami to do Don Francisco Sábado Gigante.
Yep. Wow.
Yes,
That's fucking
Pitbull
big,
was
dude.
out
That's
at
dope.
the,
Big,
the,
big,
Yeah, that's what I'm
bro.
saying.
the big BMI
Talk
or
about
the
it,
award
bro.
shows or whatever was going on at that time. Pitbull was barely coming out, you know,
Right.
Barely
It was
coming
opening
out.
And then Daddy Yankee started, because I know, because in 04 is when I went to Kiss FM, and they hired me there to do radio. I did radio for 23 years.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck am I doing in this building? Like, I'm supposed to be over there across the street at fucking Power, you know what I'm saying? I'm over here. I was like, nah, man, they're getting really into the reggaeton stuff. You know, they need more Latino DJs on this. I was like, well, fuck it, let's roll. And then Daddy Yankee. Next thing you know, we're flying to Puerto Rico. We're interviewing Daddy Yankee, Don Omar. We seen Yandel, you know,
Yes, sir.
so on and so forth. So I get it, bro. That shit's dope.
And so, you know, so we did that little thing with Univision, Mexiclan, you know, it was a nice, good thing for San Pedro, you know. It kind of put, you know, our people, just like I felt with you guys when Lighter Shade of Brown made it,
Yeah.
boom, you know, that's how my people felt about me just in my city.
Hell yeah.
You know, so, you know, and we got a lot of similarities like you were saying earlier. And so then we go on tour with Pocos Pero Locos. So then Spanish Fly's on the bill. Diamonique was on the bill. Blunt
Shout out to
Slide
Diamonique.
before-
Aye, what's up, girl?
Dominique.
Yeah, shout out
Chingo Bling was on
Diamonique.
there.
I want to be Mr. Sancho.
Night Owl was on.
Diamonique. Hey, but you know,
It's just
yeah. So Blunt Slide, which is
Omar Cruz.
Omar Cruz.
Oh, shout out to Omar
Chingo
Cruz.
Bling.
Yeah.
Chingo Bling was on
Oh,
the
yeah,
bill.
we were on that tour with all.
Yeah, I
And then
remember.
and then there's local, like we're in Texas, so we had like, you know, SPM's camp. We had Baby Bash.
Oh, Night Out. Night Out was on the
Night
bill
Owl.
too.
Oh, he was. That's right.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
So
Yeah.
we went to Portland and Arizona to Phoenix, right? We did 2 shows, Pocos Better Locals tour, Living the Dream. You know, never thought I'd be a part of this, but and then Spanish Fly's on there, so we linked up. We got into real good, and like you know, we vibed out. You know, and even after the shows, we hang out together in the hotels or whatever, have a nice little time. But somehow, through the management or whatever, they linked us up with Spanish with S.A. Daz and Spanish Fly and Johnny, you know, rest in peace, Fino, and so then we did a track together. You know, we did for a compilation for Pocos Pero Locos. That was kind of like the beginning. Oh well, actually, I'm tripping. Daz is on both my albums, on the Mexiclan albums. You know, it got all linked up through there. You know, I don't know how I forgot about that.
and rap.
And I think about it, I am on that.
He's on the album.
He done so many
and
songs, he
Fino,
don't remember
rest
what
in peace. You know, so these are just the beginnings, but I want to get into the part where later on in life, how we got to be where we're at now.
Okay, yeah.
Well, you know, like you said, you know, he has history, you know, and talented in his own right. You know, he's seasoned, you know, Johnny D too. So my whole concept was with this third generation Spanish Fly was to get some seasoned vets and then put like a kind of like a Wu-Tang, a la Wu-Tang kind of thing, but for Latinos, you know, where like they all spit, they come with it, you know.
Yeah.
I don't have to write his stuff, he writes his own stuff, and we just get in there and vibe, and that's kind of that's what my vision was for the group.
Right.
And that's why I chose, like, you know, I had Johnny D already, and I chose Mulks. I just like the way he raps and his voice and the way he comes through with it.
I'm going to ask you, would you consider them two different artists?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're their own artists in their own right. Like he's working on his own thing, and Johnny has his own album.
I mean, style-wise.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say.
I just thought it was a cool mix, you know, for me. Like,
Well, I would say like when we started doing music back as like I was talking to Daz for years back and forth. I'm gonna go to your studio. I'm gonna go to this and that.
Oh yeah, it was a long time.
And then he moved real far away from the harbor area where I was at. So it even made it harder. But once I stepped into his studio and I recorded, that was it. I went there, recorded like 3 tracks, and then I started working on my project. At first we weren't gonna put out a new Spanish Fly group. We had no, like, it was just, he wasn't to produce. He wanted to be behind the boards. So he started producing for me, and I was recording tracks after tracks. And then he had, I don't know who, it was Daz and someone else that had an idea, like, hey man, let's do like a power group. You know, and then Daz told me, like, and I'm like, yeah, let's do it, dog. So,
well, I had people always hitting me up. Like, I think Chino Grande was one of them. Like, hey, you should do a group. And I think Down told me once too, Kilo, like, hey man, you should do Spanish Fly group. You know, they would just tell me shit like that. You know, and I was like, so it was in my mind to do.
Because they're fans, bro.
Maybe, I mean, yeah,
they're fans of you guys. You guys are fucking pull weight, dog. Like, I mean. Same thing when Bobby passed. You know, cats were coming at me like, not even. Well, there's one in particular, and he was like, "Yo, man, you should do a lighter shade of brown and Friends, kind of like the same type of deal. That way, it doesn't seem like, you know, off top you just calling a lighter shade with somebody else who's gonna replace Bobby, because that ain't gonna. And it would have never happened. That's why it didn't happen at the time. You know, we're 7 years later now, but so I hear what you were saying. I know why they were in your ear putting that, because the brand's still there, bro, regardless. You know, you got to keep pushing.
Yeah, and I did it like that, so we're the main ones, but like here and there, we might have guests, you know, drop in or do a verse here and there. You know
really quick, dog, shout out. You guys know who Mega Man is?
Yes.
Shout outs to Mega Man. What up, dude?
Shout out Mega Man.
On beach.
He's a Harbor area. He dropped that donation in the super chat. Appreciate you, Mega Man. Yeah, he goes hard. We were side note, we just in San Pedro. When we do that show, fool?
Oh yeah.
A few months ago.
Dope,
right? Danny, huh?
It was raining like fuck, huh?
Yeah.
Huh? It was a really bad storm, bro. I had been what was the name of the spot?
El Príncipe.
Yeah. He know. That shit was lit though for a little ass. But
it was storming.
Me and Most were gonna go.
It was storming.
Hey. Yeah. It was storming like crazy, bro. We walked in that bitch. It was wet, but when we got out, that shit was puddles on the sidewalk, like. And a fight broke out the end. It was we out there.
It's time to go.
Moons' girl broke his fucking nail. And it was all bad, but bleeding on it.
They got super security there, though. I don't know how that happened.
Aside of that, the shit was a great spot though. We had a great time. We shout outs to Mona Japan. What was her name? Mona. She's Little Blackie, he did the show with a couple others, man. Gutierrez.
Oh, they all performed.
Yeah, they all performed. Yeah, he was there too, bro. It was dope, but I hadn't been to San Pedro for forever. I was like, I started questioning myself. Have I done shows here before? And he was like, yeah, motherfucker, you old head. Like, you ain't been here before. I was like, oh, God. Maybe I have. Because you got to cross that bridge, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, this shit's fucking dope. It's lit, right?
Oh, yeah, it's getting nicer.
Beautiful.
It's getting nicer by the day.
Yeah, they're
really remodeling and
Yeah, because once you hit past Long Beach, then you go over the, I was
you
like,
got the little ports of car down there, you know, the heart of the harbor right there.
Ghetto
you know?
Wilmington and then
yeah, the what?
you pass Ghetto Wilmington.
Well,
they don't put money into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
We need money.
Wilmington got the taco trucks,
Hey,
so you know what I'm saying?
Oh, they do.
I went there when I went to Tony A spot. Yeah, they had them all right
Taco
there.
trucks, yeah.
All our port
sir.
money goes to LA, so we don't get none of that.
Oh, okay. Hey,
Yeah, we'll get it eventually.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, you for sure,
They
man.
don't
No, but
come. They don't
beautiful
come. They don't
spot,
come.
man.
We'll be at the Democratic Convention coming
Oh,
up,
yeah.
performing me and Johnny D. Maybe I say that.
I'll
if you
probably
want to
come
step
through.
out.
It depends. I gotta make sure. I got a babysitter for my daughter, man. You know.
Yeah, father life first. Damn, what the fuck just crossed my mind right now? We were just talking about.
Oh, but check it out. When I got the call, though, can I just say when I got the call?
Go ahead.
To cap it all off right here with the Spanish Fly thing, full force, you know, in 2023. With Johnny D, one of the hardest spitters out in the game right now. I don't even want to say Chicano nothing. I just want to say one of the hardest in the game, period, because what we do is music. We make music. And this guy spit his lungs off, and he could sing. And this guy is a genius. This guy on his beats and just the history that he has, you know.
Yeah,
And he could still spit, too.
yeah.
But just creating something and his creativity, I got to give it up to him.
Hey, gracias, bro. It's
Did
always
you
good
did you
vibes,
produce
bro.
the one with Little Rob, the
Yeah.
joint?
Yeah, cruise control. Yeah.
You did that?
Yeah, gracias, bro.
Telling you.
Okay, now hold on.
Telling
But
you.
that verse though,
I like that.
my
was a
man,
dope verse.
bro, you made me want to start fucking right,
And I sang
fool.
the hook too. So,
Man.
and I did the hook too.
Yeah.
That's a good
Iron
one.
sharpens iron, my boy. When I see shit like that, it makes me want to just, all right, man.
sure.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I'm older head now, too. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
but you spit, bro.
But it keeps me
Keeps
grounded.
you going, yeah.
That's why Money Moons keeps me grounded, like that fool just, come on, fool. He's like,
That's right.
he's your homies, in your ear.
Right.
Like when you think,
Right,
you a counselor, but you a
Yeah.
hip hopper first.
Right.
So
Right.
that will
Nah, you're
never
right.
fucking leave you.
Yes,
and
sir.
never
Oh,
will
yeah.
leave me, no matter how much I want. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
a fucking relationship, marriage, bro. Like, no
sir.
matter how much I try to
For
leave
sure.
her, go fucking do radio for 20-some years.
Come
go
back,
do this.
bro.
Fuck, I don't want to do that right. Yeah, but it keeps calling
It's
you.
in you. It's in you.
It's just in us, bro.
It is, bro.
It's a beautiful thing, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So the Little Rob song, how did that
Right.
come about, man? I heard he fucking spit that shit for free, no? Or am I lying?
Yeah, that's my boy. I mean,
I'm putting his prices out there right now. What's
You
up,
know,
Rob? nah, I'm fucking with you. I don't know. I'm just
Take
fucking
care of
making
Rob.
that up.
You know,
I don't know.
Rob's a homeboy.
I'll
Like
make it up.
I've known Rob for a long time.
Yeah.
And he's always been real cool with me. We talk here and there. We would throughout the years.
Yeah.
And then
When did you
working-
first meet Rob? Sorry.
Damn.
Because I know it was back then.
I
Because
met
he was.
Rob. I'm trying to think back now. I think I met Rob, maybe not even during when we were out. I think I met Rob maybe around the Pocos Pero Locos days, maybe when I
Okay.
met Rob.
Okay.
Yeah, I
What
think
was
I
that
met him like
conversation
that.
like? Do you remember?
It was around that camp. Respectful.
Yeah.
Just very he's calm and collective. We just
Yeah, he's laid
mutual
back.
respect. We talk. I can't remember exactly what we
Yeah,
talked
yeah.
about, but you know what? I will say this.
Was
He
on
did-
some prop shit though.
He did tell me. He did say that he grew up listening to us. I'm not gonna lie. He did say, you know what? You guys heavily influenced my music. He
I was
said
there.
Rich Rock.
Good.
He did say that.
Good.
I will say, he's the only one that really. He did say that to me.
Good.
He said, you know what, just so you know, man, this is a big influence in my music and why I rap and all that kind of thing. So
And I think
respect him for
that shows his character. That shows why he is where he is
Yeah.
inside
Right.
of his music.
Right.
And like you said, he's the humble dude. He don't
And he's,
always
and he's
be up
really
the
about
crowd.
it for the culture because I was there when we did a show with Lil Rob. We're in the green room and Lil Rob spit S.A. Dad's whole verse. Word for
No
word. in front of
shit,
him.
that's
Yeah,
dope.
Just giving it up.
Yeah,
it
he
was
did. I was
crazy.
surprised.
I was like,
He did
I
the
was tripping out. but
21310 song, the Harbor area cut.
Word
Yeah.
for word, Little Rob
that was
spit it
pretty
right there in
dope.
front of everybody to Daz, in front of us. Everybody just came out and just, giving it up. Like, hey, bro, like, I know you guys. Like, I grew up off this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for me on the outside, just to be looking, I'm like, damn, that's crazy, Because I never thought Lil Rob, S.A. Daz, to me, S.A.
Yeah.
Daz back in the days, then he had the hard-ass name, too. And
Yeah.
then Spanish Fly, that name is just classic. It's gold to me.
Let me ask you, the young ones, okay, you counsel the youth.
Right.
Do they even know about your rap career? I mean, I know you shed some light on a little bit, but do they know the impact that y'all made?
You know what? I don't back in 2007 or 8 when we had that whole Smokers Paradise, and then I'm in the video, that Lean Like a Cholo video.
Okay.
I'm kind of
Because you did a song with Down, right?
We did, yeah. I did
yeah.
a song. I put him on my project.
Okay.
I didn't get on his project. Like, come on, man. I wanted to be on that. But anyway, that's a whole other story.
He wasn't down.
Yeah. Crazy
wasn't
down.
eating.
But we did a record called One Choice, One Life. But during that time when those years, the students found out. I never said anything. Like, I would just,
So
I just
word
wanna
of
do my
mouth.
own thing. Yeah. Then they were like, hey. So, and then before you know it, they were like, hey, you're from Spanish Fly and that kind of thing. So I used it to my advantage.
Oh, because you were rapping at that time and accountant.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
working.
okay.
Yeah,
okay,
so they found out, and during that era, they did find out. It was a big thing, and they would, hey, you know what,
It's like when the hyenas get busted for having OnlyFans the teachers on.
that's crazy. Yeah,
I know you got some tea. What's the ad? What's the ad?
Spanish Fly, what does that mean? You know, like,
hey, that, what is that?
Yeah.
I was
Don't
just
worry
more
about
like
that.
scared. Like, at the time, I was like, man, what if they trip? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Politics involved.
Start
but,
pointing the finger. Oh, you mean your work? Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
No,
Like,
for sure.
Sometimes, but for the most part, everybody was really cool and positive about it, and I used it to my advantage with the students, and it worked. But,
Yeah.
But there were some fans, yeah. Right now, some find out, but it's a little different right now. Some of the kids don't know.
No, they don't know.
Nah, it's a whole different.
Until someone shows them, like their Tia or Theo, fucking Leo, this is what you're. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
That's how I was when I got on radio, bro. Like, no one know. After, like, maybe 5 years, like 6, 7 years, whatever, down the road, no one, these kids that, because, the generation is,
Yeah,
so they
yeah,
grow up, and
yep.
it's like, they know who ODM is, but they don't know who Ladder Shade of Brown is.
Right.
So it's like, then their Theos, or they'll have to
They'll
explain
tell
it to
them,
them. Like,
yeah.
and they'll be like,
That's the
oh, shit, I didn't know this, this and that. But soak it up, man. That's fucking rewarding, dog. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
it is. It
Yeah.
is. Every day is like giving back. That's my way to give back to the communities. Right there in East LA, and help those kids. Help the youth and the
Yeah.
parents that come. It's rewarding, bro.
What you guys? Did you guys do an album after that Little Rob song or EP or anything?
That's
or?
that's gonna be on the new album that we're working on right now.
Okay, so it's still you're still working on it.
Yeah, we're working on it, but that was like was that the second single? We had one single called "Ride with Me,"
Yeah, right with me.
and then the one with Rob was a Cruise Control. But yeah, much respect to Rob. I did the record. I shot him a few records. He liked that one, and he got down on it, man.
Any more features that we know about, or you could say that you got on this new album?
What do we got on this album?
Baldacci?
Baldacci.
Yeah.
And then right now we're currently working on new
The
stuff,
Face of
man.
LA.
Yeah, the face
Yeah.
of LA. Lil
Maybe
Body Gotti.
ODM will get up on something, man.
Y'all ain't ready
Come
for
on,
this,
man.
man. Come on, give me a beat, Dad.
Oh, Dad's got the beats.
Hey, man, I know you did that Little
I'm
Rob
sure there'll
joint.
be something you like.
Nah,
man.
bro, let's do it because we working on our shit too, bro. So
Hey, that
do
would be
it.
amazing because look, legendary names, lighter shade of brown,
Yeah.
represent for the people. Spanish Fly, represent for the people. The Spanish, the light shade of
Dope.
brown. You know what I mean? It's perfect.
My boy's a seller right here. I like that.
I'm speaking as a
Mr.
fan. I'm
Commercial
speaking as a
here.
fan.
Yeah.
I'm talking as a fan.
That's
Because
what's
it's
up.
historic in my history. There's something I want to ask you as well.
Shoot it.
Maybe you know the name Jason Roberts?
Yeah, one of
Yeah.
our engineers
Yeah,
slash
right?
producers.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did Spell the
he
Rhyme.
produced I'm not questioning Jason Roberts. I love Jason Roberts. He's a
Yeah.
magician.
Yeah.
He did our second album, Mexiclan's second album.
Oh, that one.
See, dude, I knew,
Yeah.
man. If it wasn't Paramount, it was at fucking. What was the name of the
It was
studio?
at Echo Park. When he was in Echo Park.
Damn, Okay.
Yeah.
Is
Oh,
that the
he's
one where you had that where
fucking
Homeboy was
Jason,
on that
man.
album? What's his
Where
name?
is Jason?
I don't know, bro. I know I could tell. I mean, back then he was engineering our album, but it was, yeah, he did Spill the Rhyme.
So
He
so
did
so
for
like I
us.
said, musical history, upbringing, like this is all playing out.
That's crazy,
You know
bro.
what I'm
We
saying?
because we all fuck with the
Yeah.
same people,
Yeah.
man. I'm pretty sure you fuck with Stoker too, man. That engineer over there.
I probably did. It's so long ago.
Yeah. That Paramount was a spot. Larrabee was a spot. We recorded there. You said Echo Sound. You talking about Echo
It
Sound?
might have been Echo Sound, but
It's in
It
Glendale?
was a little cut. It was in his garage
Oh shit.
in Echo Park, but it didn't look like a garage on the inside.
Oh, he must have just left that spot. I forgot the name of that man. Where we
was a
recorded because
crazy little
he
cut.
mixed Sunday Afternoon. He mixed
Yeah,
Latin Active. He
yeah,
mixed, bro,
yeah, that's what I'm
all
saying.
that shit.
That's what he told us Sunday
Latin
afternoon.
Active.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
I don't even.
He
like,
recorded and
now,
mixed
just to
all
meet
that.
you guys, but just to meet you, and like that's crazy because he engineered us. He did our whole second album, right? He even made a beat for us too. One beat on the album.
Yeah.
With
Yeah, he
Diamo
produced,
featuring
yep.
Diamonique.
Okay.
And man, he told us, yeah, I did, because he did the Predator album of Ice Cube.
Yeah.
He did Ice Cube's Predator.
So he mixed all
And
that.
then he did the Lighter Shade of
And he was
Brown
mixing
Sunday
engineer.
afternoon. Like,
Okay.
to me,
Yeah,
just knowing
G.
that alone, it just gave me like a backpack on my back. Like, the guy that did my second album did.
It solidified, let you know you're in the right place, bro. Like, come
Yeah,
on,
no,
man. You
that's-
be
this
strong,
is
bro.
what I
Come
know,
on, man. You're
yeah.
doing fucking interviews, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I'm telling you.
that's dope,
I'm
bro.
telling you.
What's the name of the
Sitting
song
next
that
to
you
these
had
guys,
out,
too.
man? What was your hit record, man, back then? So my people
I
could
would
look
say
for
it was a Stupid and Creído.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stupid and Creído. It was
Fire?
called. In Spanish, it's
Pretty dope.
Stupid
Yeah.
and Creído. It was a new
Yeah, it's
style.
fire.
And I had to
I
do it
can't
in
wait
Spanish.
to listen to it,
You
bro.
got-
It's
Yeah,
aight.
you
It's
got
cool.
down. You got down.
I mean, as the
Nah,
people
it's
liked
hard.
it to 30 years later, I'm gonna say 30. 18 years later, they always have to express they love that song. And to me, I wasn't really feeling it because to me it was just a little.
Well,
like,
we're
you
our
know,
worst
doing it-
critic. I could countless
is.
songs that
Yeah.
I've said that these are
Yeah.
gonna fucking blow up that never did, but it's your fans will pick
Right.
them for
But
you.
it's
you know what I'm
definitely a
saying?
special song.
You always,
though.
do
It's
you
always
got-
the ones you don't
Yeah,
like.
Do you
Yeah.
have a song like you kind of hate or you don't like and you got to perform it?
Oh, that I have? Nah, I don't.
That's
'cause
what
I
I,
got-
that's what I
I
count
got.
Daz on for all the time.
What's that?
The song that he don't like the most is the most popular song.
Which
yeah,
one's
like,
that?
Man, I
There's
have this
Something
song
About
called
You?
Something About You. It got me to MTV Tres though. They
Oh,
hit number
that
3
shit
on the
got
top
stuck in my head
countdown,
right now.
but yeah, it's called Something About You with Lala. It's featuring Lala.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
she got
Shout out
down
to
on-
Lala Homegirl.
but
Yeah.
I just, I don't know. It just,
Yeah, you work with a gang artist.
yeah, I have. Yeah, yeah. That song was cool though. That got us to.
Why-
open up
what didn't
for
you like about
Pitbull
it?
and all- I don't know, man. I just
Was it your performance?
no. I liked what I did on it. It just wasn't. I wanted to do something different.
Oh,
don't
I
know.
got
It's
you.
just- I don't know. It
Tough-
just
he wanted a tough song.
Oh, you wanted like
He wanted
somehow
wanted
it's like,
hard.
you know, I
Total
guess it's
song
just
and
that
shit.
record that but I performed a lot. People wanted to hear it.
Was it on the softer
fans
side?
liked it, but
Because
yeah,
Lala
a
was
little
on
bit,
it singing, or
a
was
little
she?
bit like a love kind of, not totally love, but
Hey,
they
sometimes,
But you know what
man.
now?
No, that's why that shit
but
hit.
now I
It
tell
hit
them.
like that 'cause
But now I tell them we got to do a love one, like kind of like not too. But now I want to
naturally,
do
nah.
like a. Now I want
Naturally.
to do
Now
one
we
for
want to
the
be
ladies,
Spanish
bro.
fly.
We want to fly.
I'm fly. Nah.
But they work, I guess. You know.
No, let me
I
tell
think
you
if something
something,
comes
man.
natural, like Cruise Control and all that stuff, because Cruise Control, I wrote the hook when I was in the shower. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
those just natural songs that are just like feel good music. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So if you make like a song like that, it has to just come off the. I don't want to be forced. You don't want to force music like that.
You guys still write to the beats, to the tracks, or do you rap first and then you go put a track to them?
I do.
Like-
It's an important question.
You know what? I rap to like if I create something, I either rap to the beat that he sends me,
Yeah.
or I hear something and then he makes a beat around it.
Who was it that we just had on? And they said they still to this day don't write to their beats.
Oh, they don't write to the beat.
That's crazy.
Huh?
Yeah, I write to the beat.
Was it YBE?
You know, I think it was.
No, it was somebody who was incarcerated. I mean, they
Oh,
all.
shit. All right, shit.
So what? They just kind of hear the beat in their head.
Lil
and they just
Grifo,
kinda-
Lil Grifo.
Oh,
I
Lil
write
Grifo.
like that
Okay.
Lil Grifo, because he goes, I got used to writing and
Just writing.
being locked down. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying, with
You
no
have
fucking
to.
Yeah,
beats.
yeah,
yeah.
He goes, so I still write my shit to that to this day. I go,
Yeah, I don't think it hurts. You know what I mean? I think you could do it both ways. But
Yeah.
for me, 90% to the beat, and then when you're just at the crib and you just feel inspired, you don't got a beat. You could write and you
right.
could probably put it to other beats.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
You just gotta adjust your
I think
cadence.
when it comes like genuine, I mean not genuine because everything's genuine if you're writing it, but just saying like the emotion in the beat.
Yeah.
You can ride with it, you can flow with it, you
Sure.
can hit the little pockets.
Right.
And to me, just creating that way.
You adjust them like you said.
No, like when
I only asked that because you
I
said
write
Cruise
to a-
Control was you wrote to it.
I wrote
some
something.
of
I
it.
just had like I had a rhythm in my head.
Sing it.
Right.
Yeah, I just sing it. Nah, my voice is hoarse right now. But I had a like, I don't know. I had like an oldie song, and I was in the shower like, and I just wanna cruise with you, and like,
Yeah.
let the time just go. Like I had like
Hell
an
yeah.
idea in it, and I'm like, damn, I recorded it on my phone because when I do harmonizing, I have to record it because I'll lose that cadence because every singing portion is kind of different. Because you have a vibe, right? You catch a vibe, and then you want to keep that vibe. Because I can come up with an idea, then a minute later I forget it.
Same way.
So I do it on my phone.
I'll be
little
writing
video.
that shit on my notepad, bro.
Yeah, I do a little video, send it to that fool, and he's cooking.
Do you do that
You know
shit?
what I'm
Like
saying?
use your memo on your phone?
Yeah,
You know?
I use the
Voice
camera,
memo?
video.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just do that.
Have to.
I give it to him, and there's times where I rap the hook, and I send him the video, and he put that video of like the volume to a track And he's like, look, if I cooked the beat around it,
Right.
and that shit's fire. Like it's just.
Let me ask you.
Yeah.
How do you guys? How do you respond to, fans of, S.A. Rich Rock, or in those days, Spanish Fly,
Right.
to now, because you have completely two different
Right.
artists. You get what
Yeah,
I'm going?
no, for sure.
And
Yeah.
how do you, do you even bother?
Like when they ask me about it.
Yeah, like what's up? I want like some
Yeah.
of that gangster. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's like it's totally different
Well,
vibes.
Yeah, I my whole thing is just like that's kind of why I did Cruise Control. Well, somebody said on a post, they're like, "Hey, give us some of that, like that old school kind of trust."
Right.
No, they asked for that,
Right.
but I did say, I said, "Homie, I could, but I've evolved. I can't. I'm not gonna do it the same way I used to do it. Right? I'm not just gonna grab the.
Give me
record.
some clappers, homie.
I'm not gonna like get the record straight from the record and sample the whole 8 bars like we used to. I mean, you can, right? But like now I like to chop. I'm like, I need to be creative as a producer myself. I need to do things. I need to evolve too as a producer. So I kind of told the homie that, and he's like, all right, man, cool. And I think they like it. So my whole thing is, as an artist, I just didn't want to do exactly what I did back in the 90s. I needed to evolve, and I think we just gotta evolve.
Well, at some point, you don't want to sound dated.
Right.
And there's ways
True.
of doing it so you don't sound dated. Like when I get hit up for like, hey, homie, bro, drop another Sunday afternoon. It's like,
Yeah.
I can't fucking drop another
Right.
Sunday after. There's only one
Right.
Sunday afternoon.
Right.
So I'm like, and then it's funny how other artists want to come in and remake my own song and shit. I've had artists.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm like, nah, bro, just leave my shit
leave that.
alone. That's what
That's
we
classic.
did.
Don't butcher
man.
my shit.
But if you got another oldie, I'll fucking rap over it. My
Right.
whole album is like, actually, I thought about doing a whole fucking
That would
oldie
be
album,
dope, bro.
but who knows? But I'm like you, bro. We
Right.
evolved, and there's still ODM style, and there's lighter shade of brown style. So right now, what I want to do is I'm collaborating both, because the ODM from 98, 99, Brown Royal Kingpins, when I hooked up with Shadow and all them, and I was
Yeah.
producing beats out the
That's dope.
fucking lab with Conejo and all those cats, bro. Like that was my soul. Like it was just. It's like
was just
us.
you,
We
man.
get in there and we're in there fucking every day cooking, dog.
Right.
We're
Right.
gonna vibe off each
Hell
other.
yeah.
It was no pinches. It wasn't on a Sunday afternoon. Like it was
Right.
because we come from the era of just fucking raw lyrics, bro. I'm a
Right,
hip
that's
hop
real.
head before
Hell
anything.
yeah.
I heard you talk about on another interview. What was there? It was Rakim, it was Big Daddy Kane.
yeah.
It was
Yeah.
that was hip hop
Yeah.
until we were introduced.
MC Shan. I used
Yes.
to rock to MC
Yes.
Shan too.
So that's what we knew.
Yeah.
Because
Because if you think about ODM, what was there before that? Before you were even rapping like the Chica, it was
None.
just that. Right?
That's what we knew. It's what we were
right.
exposed to.
Yeah.
Until I don't know how it was for you, but you just explained how it was. Going to more into the, when S.A. Rich Rock switched over.
Yeah.
To us, I mean, our album was concepted. Brown and Proud was concepted. T.J. Knights was concepted. El Barrio, Cliff Richie. I'm sure you probably heard the name.
Yeah, I have. Sure.
He founded us. He created us.
Sure.
He designed us. He got this cloth. He was like, dude. He goes, I want you guys to rap about this, that. Basically, concept. I was like, all right, fool, just put me in the studio, fool. Like I was young, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I we owe it to him
It
for
worked,
creating
bro.
that concept.
Those were dope
yeah.
concepts, though.
Absolutely. I tell you, bro, because I'd be at the lunch benches at school. I'll be bussing, and the next thing you know, I have fucking 50 Mexicans behind me. And that feeling right there was like,
Wasn't that T.J. Knights, the Eagles?
the Eagles.
Oh, man, I love
Yeah,
that.
they took some money for us on that one, bro. They did not want that song to be on our fucking album, bro, at all. They fought us on that
There
song.
was a remake. There was a remix.
One
of
of these
that too,
nights.
huh?
Yeah, shout out to DJ Tony G. He did the Club O remix.
Yeah, what up, Tony?
Donde
Tony's
vamos
dope.
a? Yeah, Tony G,
Oh,
man.
yeah, donde vamos a ir para TJ?
Just kept looping, kept looping.
That was dope.
That's when, man,
Hell yeah.
Tony's the man right there. But yeah, what I'm saying is before that, we're hip hop heads.
No, yeah, for sure.
Battle rappers.
That's where we come
Battle
from.
rappers. That's all
Oh,
I was.
yeah,
I didn't know
yeah.
about a fucking
Yeah.
song.
Yeah, yeah.
I write about my jacket, but I'll tell you how fly I was in
Right.
my jacket and how I
Right.
can fuck your whole crew up. You know what I'm saying? Like
Nah,
stupid shit.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Freestyle
saying?
again, like with fingers, huh?
Yeah, like stupid shit.
I mean,
Like-
I
like,
remember
hell, I
Rich
just-
Rock.
That shit was hard.
Yeah, gracias, man. We just fucking around.
Freestyle. I remember Rich Rock
Fingers.
battling, bro. Battling dudes at Carson High.
Yeah.
I think even Rascals would get in there. Rich Rock was the only
Rascals
Chicano
beast.
in there busting, but he was busting.
Who's that?
Rich Rock.
Yeah.
He would battle all these dudes.
I
he'd be in there.
loved his style, bro. From the older stuff that I heard,
Yeah, he was really good.
he was ahead of his time, bro.
He was.
I used to win those Felly Foul freestyles at Foot Locker.
Oh, you
No,
would
Foot-
show
was
up
it
at a
Foot Locker?
remote
Yeah.
or what? And Felly be
We
there?
were going, but I have freestyle contests and
Oh,
for
yeah,
like
you
$100.
used to get in them, huh?
My boy was like, man, we're gonna go to it. My boy George used to take me there, and I won like 4 of those, 4 out of 5.
No shit.
Yeah, I was the only Mexican there.
Killing
Just
it.
killing the freestyles. Just
Was
rocking.
it based off crowd participation? Like,
It was based. They had like 3 people. They would have like
Judges?
rappers pop up. Yeah, that's when I ran. That's when I met Nocturnal.
oh,
So
so they would
at the
just.
time they had different artists. They would bring Felly Fell. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Oh,
then
I
that's
got
what-
you.
Yeah, I won like 3 out of 5. No, 4 out of 5 of those freestyles.
Beast, dude. Tell
Killing
me.
it, bro. Had.
That was. That's what it is at the end of the day. The fuck making records, bro. It's just like just getting in, a cipher or battle, bro. Like that was some raw shit that I miss as a kid. Now I got
Right.
fucking kids. Now I'm married. Now I gotta worry about the important shit. You know what I'm saying? No, but I still love it, dog. It's what we do.
With a
That's what we
passion.
making a comeback, man.
Yeah, we do it with a passion.
Can we take some calls, man? See if
For sure.
any the homies want to or homegirls want to call up. Danny, can we put it in the super chat, portafas? You want to call up, talk to Spanish Fly, S.A. Daz in the motherfucking building,
Hell
legend right
yeah.
here.
Gracias, bro.
And
Mutual.
hit us up right now. I'm going to go ahead and switch this over. Yeah, we can get some calls, man.
shrimp
Eat
right
those
here.
tacos. I know you want to fuck them up, dog.
Dude,
I'm about
hey,
to
the
kill
sauce
mine.
on it is fucking bomb,
bomb.
bro. I just want to have food hanging out my mouth, but yeah,
I
you
know, bro.
No,
My
it's hard to
hands are all
talk
like-
and eat. I get
Yeah,
you.
but
Hey.
trust, they
Got
still good.
banging,
Even
bro.
you know,
I'm
you
telling
know
you,
it's
I'm killing
really
them
good
right
when
now.
they're cold and they still taste good.
Oh, they
Then you know
bomb.
this. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. Shout outs to Bubba's Tacos. We out here. By the way, next Tuesday, just a shameless plug, we're not going to be here next Monday. We're going to be here next Tuesday for Taco Tuesday. We got Dazza in the motherfucking band, original lowrider girl Dazza. I know you met
I
Dazza
remember her.
before.
I remember. I never met her, but I remember her from the Flyers back in the day, man.
She's still doing it, bro.
Still doing it?
Yeah. I mean, we're really excited to have her on. We got stories just like we sharing right now, man. I just love talking about the old memories, bro, that we used to, because our audience could definitely appreciate that, and they want to know about that shit, just like they want to see their favorite rappers from back then, A, get along, and B, maybe do some music together.
True.
Hell yeah.
Man,
I know sometimes I'm like, man, we never did. Like, that's one thing I think
keyword, get along.
the new rappers are kind of doing a little more of that, uniting a little bit, which is cool.
I love that.
You
I
know?
love that.
Yeah.
We're fucking with the youngsters too, man.
Hell
We
yeah.
got to, bro, because we got to stay relevant as well.
Yeah, for real.
I mean,
I mean, I had a little bell go off in my head. I don't know if it's Johnny's phone, but a little bell went off in my head, and I'm like, okay, like we got some of the originators right here, not hip hop, like, cause it went back probably to the 70s or something, but then you got Hispanics, Latins, Mexicans, whatever, a different form, not even a different form, same form, rapping over beats, making it happen. But historically, because, it created a whole lot of interest in people to do it themselves, you know what I mean? Like when I want to say raza, like our people, you know what I mean? We grew up listening to hip-hop, just hip-hop, like I said, Run DMC, all that, Snoop to DJ Quick, all that. But what I'm trying to say is, like, we got, originators here, and instead of getting along and praising and holding people high, and for their accomplishments and for getting something started, I'm gonna say start hip hop, but start something new to where it's like, okay, look, now they're calling it Chicano rapper, now whatever. Some people may not feel like there should be a label or a should
the
or
whole
once
label
got
thing.
created. But what I'm saying is we need to hold each other high and
Like
give
uplift
praises,
each other is what
uplift
you're
each
saying.
other, yeah. Instead of, like we said, not getting along and all that, because that shit just hurts the whole game, man. And it's played out already, man. I don't get it.
it's played out.
Super played out.
It's played out.
Yeah, it kind of like irks me. I would never stop doing this music thing, but just in the corner of my head, just those little thoughts and all this bullshit, it makes me even want to, like, do I really want this? You know what I mean? I never had doubts like that, but just that whole everybody just clashing and shit.
You know what's crazy is that we've been dissed, as I mentioned earlier, by so many rappers. and including like
I guess it's
the
part of the game, right?
forefathers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Right.
but you know what? Regardless, the person I am, I don't hold grudges.
Yeah, you
because
can't. You
if
gotta-
you're secure in your fucking placement,
For sure.
you don't let shit in.
I agree.
You know, yeah, I might fucking one day you might catch me on a bad day. I might want to go in the studio and write. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
do some shit. But at the end of the day, bro, it's like I'm still a fan of, you know, some of these artists. You know,
Right.
Kid Frost. Let's
Right.
say, you know, we had our fallouts. Cypress Hill, Be Real. You know what I'm saying? We've had our fallouts, but at the end of the day,
Gotta respect it.
we got it. We're older. We're men now more than anything. We're all fucking men at the end of the day.
And,
And that's it, bro.
What everybody's
You know,
done for the culture as
It's
yourself,
crazy
as
you
Frost.
said that because, and I never talk about it, but Frost too. We had like a thing happen back.
Hold
in
on,
the
I want to
day.
hear that because I want to take this call real quick. Hang on. What's up? You're on with Spanish Fly. Who's this?
Hey, OD, Miss Renee, how you doing?
Doing all right. Who's this? Renee?
Yeah, that's me.
Renee
know
Rojo.
it.
What's up, Renee Rojo? What's going on, man? You watching the podcast?
You know it, dog.
What you? Let me ask you,
chilling.
Renee. What do you know about Spanish Fly, homie?
Oh man, back in the day, my cousins, you know, they brought me onto it, man, and you know, my cousins, my uncles, you know, told me, you know, let me listen to them back in the day and gave me the history of their background and the ins and outs, you know.
There you go.
And, you know, I was just vibing with it, you know. I was feeling the beats and just loved everything about it, man.
Appreciate it. So you got
Thank you.
introduced to a whole new wave. You didn't even know it, huh?
Hey, yep. I'm a hip-hop head, you know, and,
That's right.
you know, hip-hop, Spanish, a little bit of everything. Oldies but goodies, you know.
Yep.
We appreciate you,
Yeah,
Renee.
no,
It was good meeting you, bro, at the autism awareness event a few weeks back, brother. And we got to get you down here to Bubba's. Well, I told you, man, get a ride here, bro. And you know you're more than welcome to come sit in. All right.
Oh, for sure. You know, I got you. You know, just busy with board meetings and scheduling work. You know how it is, bro.
Yeah, I know how it is.
Awareness of,
Yeah, you ain't got time
No,
for us small people. I see how it is, man. I'm fucking
oh,
with you.
yeah. Yeah, it's all. Hey, I always got time for you, bro. You know,
Gracias,
but
bro. That's
you
love.
gotta make it in the schedule, homie. You know how it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, on, brother. We appreciate you tapping in, man.
Much love, homeboy. Thank
Say-
you.
That's right.
Thank you for calling in, homeboy. Appreciate you.
Yeah, you too, huh? God bless you guys.
Gracias.
Blessings.
You too, Renee.
Bless-
Hell yeah, cool motherfucker right there, man.
Dope.
Good dude.
Sounds hella cool, man.
Hit us up. We got the number in the super chat right there. Again, 951-293-4180. 951-293-4180. Talk to Spanish Fly. We're here grubbing at Bubba's Tacos. I look over to the left of me right here. Some are incredible. They're all incredible, but some are edible.
Yeah, no, those are all.
You know what kind of
those are all
edibles I
regular.
mean.
These are edible. Not your granny's cookies edible right here.
Don't eat those.
Yeah.
Okay, bro, I'm going to say it to you guys. I mean, they know it, but I don't get high. I don't eat that. I don't want to be all fucking.
You're good. Try that.
I'm going to trust you on this,
Nah,
dog.
nah.
These are regular cookies,
those
what
are
I'm
regular.
asking.
Hey,
Regular.
Hey, no, yeah, those are regular. Those are not
don't-
prank cookies.
Those are good.
Those are for you.
These are regular.
Bro,
Yeah.
one time I ate a cookie, bro, and I died in my trip. I had, man,
Regular.
never
Regular
again, bro.
Those are they call them
crazy.
sober ones.
Those
Those
are
are
the
sober
good
ones.
All right.
Those are sober cookies.
Yeah, sober cookies. No lie, no
ODM's
joke. We'll
gonna
never do you
fly
like
right
that.
These
now.
look delicious.
Never.
Oh, man. Don't fuck
Not
with me.
your granny cookies.
Not your grannies. And let me tell you what my definition of a homie is. We'll never give you, we'll never fuck you up on
come on,
no
dog.
cookies. You feel me?
Come on, dog.
Where did these come from, dog?
From Wilmington, my sister.
Sister,
That's her
man.
business.
Yeah.
Shout it out.
Not your granny's cookies, straight out of Wilmington, California.
Not
Hit
your
her up.
granny.
Not your granny's cookies, and with a 1 at the end of it.
Hell yeah. Thank you. These are delicious. Thank
Hey,
you,
her
hermano.
cookies been on Power 106. No, 92.3.
They're
Big boy.
I
she
saw
had
her
a-
on
they had a
Channel
segment.
7 or Channel
They had
5
a
on
segment.
TV.
She was
She
on
had a
there?
segment
I don't even know.
with them. They brought her on the radio show.
Okay.
There's a lot of basketball players. A lot of people, they rock with her, bro.
Where's she located at?
In Wilmington, California.
Wilmas.
They be eating the
Mas.
lace ones or what?
Hell yeah. You have a lace one right here, dog?
Hell
There you
no.
go.
fire. You guys.
Let's go to the
I know we got
818.
the buttheads over here though, cause Hey, you guys, these are your
That
guys.
should have put you to sleep.
I'm a rookie, so I'm gonna eat with the sober cookies. What's up? 818. What's going on?
Yo.
Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Miguelito's Tattoos on Instagram.
Oh,
I want
what
to say
up?
first, it's an honor so, you guys, I want to say it's an honor and a privilege to be speaking to one of the legends in the Chicano rap history.
Gracias, bro. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for calling in, bro. Much love.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah, man! I waited 15 years for this moment.
For real.
Yeah,
So clappers.
Hey, what's your favorite jam, man? For the fly.
bro, all of them, man. I don't have a favorite. All you guys, I put you guys on the mix, man. Right next
right.
to some of the best, man. Right next, I
Gracias.
mean, I remember going to high school, fucking listening to you guys in fucking detention and shit.
Oh, yeah, detention.
Doing standards and shit?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that was
Yeah, posting it with the homies right there, right there doing, right there posting, But I want to ask you guys a question, man. Hey, did you guys ever? Maybe you guys could tell us a story about like when you guys ever went to tour like upstate, like going up to like maybe like Salina, San Jose, Stockton.
Well,
Madera.
just so you know, like the original group, like me, Trix, and S.A. Rich Rock, we didn't last too long, all these things happened, so we kind of like didn't last long, but we did do a few shows, and we actually did some out there in Santa Maria. We did Lompoc? We did Lompoc, but we did one in I want to say Visalia, up north. Man,
Yeah, next to Fresno.
Man. And I remember, and Frost was there. Browntown Looters, I believe. Was
Shout
there.
out to Citrus.
Matter of fact, me and Shotgun, I think it was his name, one of the other rappers. I think his name was Shotgun. We got along really good, but man, we almost got killed over there, man. I remember we did 18 with the bullet. And all the north, it was pretty crazy.
I was gonna say,
it was
you
crazy.
already
Like,
crossed that.
yeah, like Frost, like they had to throw us in a room, but there was a lot of homies with us too. And that we were young. I was like, I don't know, 19.
We
or
did
something.
Salinas, remember? We did
But-
Salinas too.
Oh, we did Salinas, but
Yeah.
that's a crazy story. I remember that. I was like, damn. But
Do you guys still do? Well, you can't really rock. I mean, do you still do Soy 18 with the bullet?
no, you know what's
without-
crazy? A lot of people they ask for it, but that's rich, like,
Right.
and I haven't done it I
'Cause
know
it's just
people
him
ask
on the
me.
track, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's him rapping that.
Kind of wouldn't be the same.
Nah, I could do it, but it's not the same.
You should.
know?
You know what? Oh, you don't have no access to the tracks, huh? You could redo the shit and just throw a little fucking instrumental and just.
if anybody
you know what I'm
can
saying,
do it,
bro?
he
That
can
would
redo
be
it.
dope.
Yeah.
Remix that shit.
I've been asked to redo it, and certain people
could do
want to
that.
rap on it.
Might be that time.
But it gotta
that's
be
a
you.
good
It
idea.
gotta be you to do it. You can't.
No, I'll remake
Yeah,
it,
he's
but
the guy.
Yeah,
get
you know
other
what's
people to
up.
rap
Yeah,
it.
do that, bro. They would appreciate it. I guarantee
All
you.
right, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that. Get some. Yeah, that'll be.
And there's ways of getting his vocals off. You don't have the instrumental acapellas,
Yeah, there's
you know what I'm
ways.
saying?
Yeah, and I have I think I have the instrument. I have a 12-inch, and I think one side is instrumental, the other one is and acapella. Yeah, yeah.
There you go.
There's not many of those.
Caller, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I have a couple of questions. Well,
All
do you guys remember the year when you guys went to Visalia and Salina?
Man, it had to be 91. I'm assuming. I'm guessing right now, but it was right after we released.
Rick?
Huh?
91? Damn,
Around
before I was even born.
Maybe 91, 90, 92. It was right after we released like 18 with the bullet. So around there, I would say from 91 to 93. It was around that time. Yeah.
What was
my God.
what was the response like? Because I know, as you mentioned,
Yeah.
we've had a couple instances where we went
Yeah.
up north, and
Yeah.
obviously, but we never paid no mind because we weren't about that.
Right,
We weren't
yeah.
rapping that. We was
Right.
more, hey DJ,
Right.
chilling with familia on a Sunday.
For sure,
afternoon.
for sure.
So we kind of got a
Yeah.
pass. You know what I'm saying?
You can imagine that 18 with the bullet.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So a lot of people were rocking with it. I'm not gonna lie. There was a lot of fans, but then you also had,
Sure.
the homeboys from
Territorial.
there, right? And so, rightfully so. Like, what are you gonna expect, right? So it was crazy. That's when it broke out. Like, it got really crazy.
And the 90s
then-
were so active.
Yeah, they were
bro.
active. They were active, So that's what happened. So we had to they put all of us in the room because it got really heated. Yeah, it got crazy, bro. I'm like, damn, it's gonna go down right here. But yeah, that's a memory I have, bro.
There you go.
Of doing that record. And that was right before, like I said, we broke up after that.
Yeah.
So I mean, we even had a show lined up with Cypress Hill after How the Flyer. So sometimes I wonder if that would have happened, like we might have been a little huge, like bigger. I don't know, but it didn't happen. It didn't
how many
happen.
shows did you do with S.A. Rich Rock? A
It was
lot or a few?
It was a couple. I count them in one hand, and then sometimes it was me and Frank, me and Trix. We did one in Santa Maria.
Yeah.
It was just me and him. It's on the documentary.
Oh man, I watched that.
Yeah.
Where can we see that?
You can see it on. I think it's on
Amazon Prime.
It's on Amazon Prime.
Oh,
You got
dope.
Amazon Prime. You watch
It was.
for free.
I think
watching
it
that
was
shit
free.
tonight.
Now it's only a couple bucks.
Hell yeah.
It came out.
I'll still
pretty
use
good.
my Fire Stick.
But,
My bootleg.
Big ups to Jamal. My boy Jamal.
Hey, but if you're on the bootleg, that means you're doing something, right?
Yeah.
If they bootleg your shit on that.
Oh,
that means-
yeah,
That means it's
yeah.
big.
No,
That means
no,
it's
no
good.
doubt.
My
No
boy
doubt.
Jamal, man, USC. They directed that. He went to SC.
Okay.
And he's the one directed it. And right now, I'm actually I need to get back into it. I'm gonna do part 2.
Need to.
The Spanish Fly documentary.
Heck yeah.
Second part.
So we had a Lighter Shade of Brown documentary. Well, it wasn't even a documentary. It's supposed to be a reality series right before Bobby passed away. Lou Pizarro from Operation Repo. I don't remember that Operation Repo. We used to go repossess.
Did you do
it.
any commercials for that?
So we did a trailer.
I think I seen that.
It's called Lighter Shade of Reality. It came on YouTube. So when Bobby, we reconnected in 2015, like I said, from that point we recorded. We went to like 4 different shows. We did one in Sacramento. We did one in LA, SGV. And then, yeah, man, then that happened with him. But we were able to sit down and get confessions. They put you in a room, you talk about shit, and you tell the story. But it's done. It's literally done. It's like an hour and a half.
Oh, so it's done.
But we're just waiting to get the music cleared.
Yeah.
And for all this time, it's like, fuck, we're trying to track down who owns the music. No, I don't own my shit. So artists, fucking own your shit. Get on that paperwork.
Got to.
Because you won't be like me fucking 30 years later trying to find the shit. That's real talk. But once that happens, yeah, it's going to drop. So do that shit, bro. For sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get on that. On that.
I saw Tony H try calling in right now. He was on the phone with
yeah?
homie right now. Yeah. Where you at, Tony? What's up, Tony?
Call in.
We see you, homie.
Call back.
Wilma's in the highway. Who's from Wilma?
Come on,
What do you
Tony.
got?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
D.
Yeah, he probably trying to call
I
about the
remember
cookies.
seeing them epic battles.
Yeah, she
Him
sponsors
against-
the show a lot.
Oh, okay.
At Samarica, man, it was Tony A versus DJ 1-on-1. I remember that because those were the dudes. DJ 1-on-1, actually, I don't know if he knows, taught me how to cut. DJ 1-on-1, his name was Raul. He was one of the dopest.
Yeah.
And just like Tone, and I remember they battled. Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Did you used to go up to the
Samarica.
rodeo? Where'd you get your mixtapes at?
The rodeo, those mixtapes, I think I used to get them from the homies. They used to just kind of give them to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So
I
they
knew- but
buy
I-
them, then they
Yeah, they
dub
hooked
'em.
me up, and then 1-on-1 used to have a mixtape, but it was like Tony versus
I
DJ
start.
1-on-1. He knows. Watch.
Uh-oh.
He gonna be like, man, you used to go for DJ 1-on-1.
DJ Tony A in the mix. Rodeo Radio. What's cracking, homie?
Yo,
¿Qué
What's
pasó?
good, my brother? How you doing? I hope you can hear me good.
Yeah,
we can
yeah.
hear you.
Yes, sir.
What's up, my G?
Tony.
All good. First and foremost, I want to say much love and respect to ODM, the Black
That's
Out
right.
Podcast, everybody in the live chat, everybody who like, comment, subscribe.
Gracias.
Also to my boy, Daz, also to Folks, and also to Johnny. Because Wilmington is the heart of the harbor, homie.
Let's get that shit straight. Hands down.
It's all about them Carson Coast, baby.
I don't know about that.
Nah, it's all love.
Tony put it
Stop
down
Hey,
hard.
get
All good, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
And Nacho
much love,
Granny's
Tony.
cookies, I'm telling you right now, ODM, Johnny's going to trick you. He gave you one that's infused, homie.
Oh,
he's,
Don't
shit.
be skinny me tripping out, running around here with
No.
his shirt off and shit.
he's gonna be Spanish.
It won't be the first time. Bubba gave me an infused joint a while back. See? Johnny wouldn't do
In
that.
the pigeon coop. Just, you know.
What's up, Tone?
All good, man. I just wanted to call Big Dog and just show my brother some love.
Hey, thanks for
You know,
calling
the
in,
same
bro.
neighborhood.
Thanks for calling in. I was
Absolutely.
telling, I was
Thank you,
telling
Tony.
ODM about the epic battles, DJ 28 versus 1-on-1, homie.
Oh yeah, you know what, man? I'm about to post that up on my members only on my YouTube page,
I
bro.
gotta see that shit.
Yeah,
You know, I got the whole battle, bro.
You
Wow.
do?
That was March 24th. I want to say 1988.
Bro, Samarica Dance Resort, right?
damn it.
At the hall, I mean. Was
Yeah,
it?
Is it black
I
and
got
white?
it on video, bro.
I gotta see that
Yes,
shit.
no, it ain't no black and white. Homie, it's all good.
Oh, you fucking heard me out.
Damn. It's all squares, not even fucking 1080.
Like the Batman show, huh? Pow, pow, bam, squish,
Yeah,
scratch, scratch.
exactly, bro. Exactly, bro. But you know what, man? Like I said, I just wanted to call and show love, bro.
Oh,
I didn't want to take
oh,
too
boy.
much time. I want to be mindful of other callers. But much love and respect for all you guys, bro.
Thank
Keep
you,
doing it, keep winning. You too, ODM, man. Much love, carnal.
Yeah.
Out the heart.
Thank you, brother. We learning from the best. We learning from the
Yup.
best.
Gracias, Tony. We appreciate that. Appreciate that, brother.
Oh, yeah, my boy.
Yes, sir.
We'll talk soon.
All right,
Ha-ha.
all right, homie.
I'm
You guys
not
stay up,
your
brother.
puppet.
Peace. Shout out to Tony A, man. If you're not already following him, a lot of you guys came from his podcast, so you probably are.
Word up.
Appreciate you guys for sure.
Need-
What, the IE fools and the LA fools or what?
Yeah, those guys be
Get
fucking
into
cracking
it.
me the fuck up, dog. I be dying. Shout out to Anthony Brito. How do you feel about Royal putting out OG Spanish Fly?
good question.
Yeah.
That's a great question. You guys probably get. I know it was done
Good question.
to piss Murray off.
Yep.
Just curious
Talk about
how you took it.
So let's take it back to that time, you know. I was pissed off. I mean, be honest, I was like, man, what the fuck, you know what I mean? Because like, come on, coming from that time back then, it's all about being original,
Right.
And you know, so I took it kind of like, man, what? Like if this dude has his own name, why you gonna take another group's name, bro?
Right,
So I was,
right.
at that time I was pissed. I was really mad. And then I found out the whole gimmicks, and I found out like, you know, I think it was something about, I don't know if Murray and Royal had something where he might have put something from Little Rob out. Maybe Murray did or something, and then I think Royal wanted to get back at him, so they put out the Back from the Dead album. And see, during that time, we were like, you know, I said we broke up, so we were done. We were not releasing music,
Right.
So it was like a lot of people thought it was us.
I think it was
You
on
know?
some business shit, to be honest. I mean, I've had some conversation with Royal about
Mm-hmm.
it, and he kind of put it that way, just the way you're explaining it
Right.
too. It was like
Right.
he mentioned something on the inside of OG Spanish Flies, or one of the CD covers. I don't know if it was his, but it had Little
Promoted
Rob's
some-
stuff in there, or vice versa.
Something
Murray had put
I think
something
Murray
out,
did something like that.
did some
Yeah.
shit with Little Rob
Yeah.
songs or whatever. So
Yeah.
he kind of took a jab at him.
I mean, you know, we talked, and I did tell him how I felt, and you know, respect to him. He did apologize for that. Like
Yeah.
he's like, "Yo, my bad on that." You know what I mean? So I give him that. But yeah, that's how I felt at the time.
Okay, I'm gonna throw a curveball at you right
Yeah,
now.
go for it.
Because you know there's another Spanish Fly up north.
No, I do.
But
I
he's
do.
on
the
some
singers,
singing
right?
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, I remember that because
Because
back
I
then-
was confused.
No,
as
check this out.
fuck when we were touring up
Treasure
north,
Heart.
and I go, "Oh, Spanish Flies
Yeah,
on there, the
yeah.
rappers," and these fools came out singing. I was like,
Yeah, you know,
that's not the
wa-
Spanish Fly that I
wasn't
know."
that the San Francisco Spanish Fly or something like
Yeah,
that?
SF.
Weren't they?
yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name?
SF.
Yeah, because they put us when
no.
we were out.
But his name is
I don't
He
know.
has a rap. He has a name.
Akanir or
I know.
something.
I had a comment.
Remember? Hey, yeah.
I
Go
kind of hit
easy,
him up.
Johnny.
And I know
Go
I'm going
easy,
easy.
Johnny.
Go easy.
Yeah, take it easy.
I hit him in the DM because of that, because you know all these shows that are coming up.
You hit who in the DM for the record?
The SF
Up
Spanish
north.
Fly. No, I hit him up in the DM.
Got it.
Telling them like, because when they would post, because they're doing shows now too. They've been doing shows for a minute, still to this day.
People got confused.
So people would see, they wouldn't put the SF, and they would see Spanish Fly. So I would get on my Instagram, I would get like 20 reposts.
No, for
That
sure.
they're gonna be out
That
there.
makes sense.
So it wasn't cool for the fans. So I told him, like, if you're gonna do it, correct it and put the SF in front of it. You know what I'm saying? And then
This is him right here, right? Yeah, this is him.
Tre-
The homie, Aki Star.
Yeah.
That's him.
that's Daz right there.
You see?
That's the.
Hell yeah.
Take your hat off.
Okay,
Take your
shout
hat
out
off,
to the
homie.
homie
Yeah,
Aki
no, it's all
Star,
good.
bro. He's a hell of a
It's all-
singer, and he does radio, he does all of that. But
right.
They were cool. They just
No, much love. I remember them back then though, because I remember when we were out. I remember hearing that, like another
Yeah.
group, right? Singers or something. like that.
but you see how this gets us all like,
Right.
and but back then it was even we were younger
Yeah.
and we're like,
Oh, yeah.
oh hell no, there can't be
Yeah.
another Spanish Fly. Just,
Right.
But
But
that's
it's
different. That's different. OG Spanish Fly is completely different from that. Because like I said, I spoke to Royal too about the whole situation because it became a big thing, and he apologized. We talked about it.
so who came out first then? The dude up north, Aki Star,
oh,
Spanish
that I
Fly,
don't
or you
even
guys?
know. That I'm not sure. Oh, you talking about this guy?
No.
Who'd you hit up in the DM?
When I hit in DM
This
about
dude.
wherever they were.
This dude.
Yeah, the promoter, the fool,
And
everybody.
you was trying to punk this fool?
I wasn't punk. I just said fix the flyer, dog. The fuck? Hey, but they fixed the flyer. dog.
It got done.
He just didn't want to get
No,
confused, you know, because the
No,
fans were like,
Nah, because I
hitting
was
him
like,
up.
so
You
I
guys
hit the
doing
promoter.
shows.
I hit the promoter up. I'm like, hey, what's up? We're performing or what? You gotta let me know this. Like, let's get it linked up. Let's get it cracking. Because it had it had a lineup like we would perform with. It had a
Oh,
lineup
like
like
those
it sounded.
artists.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah,
I
it
got
had
you.
like
Same,
Amanda
same.
Perez or someone else.
Sure.
that
Yeah,
would make
it looked
sense
like
for
it.
us to be on that.
Yeah,
ticket,
yeah.
Right? On that bill. So I was like, hey, now you gotta fix that because I don't want to be.
I got you.
'Cause everybody's
My
like,
bad. I
yeah.
missed that part. I thought you hit the Spanish Fly dude up.
I
Was
hit
like,
them, the promoters,
Yeah.
everybody I could reach out to. I was like, change that shit because
Hey, you got to write that shit. Hey, you
on,
got to do what you
bro.
got to do.
Come on.
Let's go to La Habra.
Yeah. Yo.
You're on with Spanish Fly Blackout Podcast. Hey.
What up, what up? This is Big Man, host of the Long Beach Social
Oh,
Experiment podcast.
Oh,
Down in the Harbor
what
area.
That Mega Man?
Yeah.
What's up,
Yeah.
my G?
Mega?
I just want to
Cracking.
what up, Odia? What's up, guys? I just
Yo.
want to say, man, that Spanish Fly is the only Spanish Fly in the Harbor area. They're good people. I want to say that I'm proud of you, and I'm proud to be from the Harbor area because this is our time. This is our time to shine. There's so much talent coming from the Harbor area, and a lot of little histories that a lot of people don't know is that all the cities that we all had rivalries, we're all coming together, we're all being unified, and we're going to be the force to be reckoned with. There's talent when you guys, there's talent everywhere when it comes to podcasts, music, art, small business. We're all holding it down, and we're survivors. And it's always like this. It's always Harbor area against the fucking world.
Crazy Mega, man.
I
Hey,
like
man,
that,
thanks
I
for
like
calling
that.
in.
Hey,
Appreciate
boo.
you, brother.
Low-key, I was at that Principe show. Fucking
Oh.
Mega Man was there. I was standing by him the whole time. He's like, don't worry, dog. I got your fucking back. Anybody want to start shit right now? I got your back right here.
I saw him massaging your shoulder, dog. I was like, what the
Crazy Mega, bro.
Okay, I know.
What's up, Mega? When we got, what's up, bro?
I'll show
Hey,
you
what's up? It's love. And I want to say this, man. Don't be hating if me and Johnny D were fucking 49ers fans, okay?
Oh,
Calm
it's
down.
Raiders, baby.
Niner gang. Bang,
Raiders,
bang.
baby.
Johnny
Man.
J, the producer?
Oh,
You
this
know
guy,
what?
they're
It's like that.
49ers
Hear that? I'm
fans.
about to let you guys go.
Yeah,
Nah,
man, it's all
but I
good.
just wanted to call in. I just want to call in and just show some love, and I just want to give respect when respect's due, and I will do my best to keep the Spanish Fly legacy alive because
Thank you.
a lot of good people coming from the Harbor area, they're always forgotten. So to me, I want to do my part to keep their stories alive, and for when our kids grow up, they can tell me like, "Yo, Mega Man, who are the legends that came out of the Harbor area?" And I would show them my list. Look at all these people that I brought on, who I made friends with. These are very important people. And I will say one last thing. I had a little cousin, and he never left Wilmington. He never went past the 110 freeway or Long Beach.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me, there's no good people that come out from the Harbor area. And it made me cry. Because they think like there's no talent, no one makes it out of Harbor area, because when people leave the Harbor area, they don't come back and contribute for the community. So that's why, in a way, I want to be there for community. I want to tell you, I have this person on, check out this person, be over here. You got to spread that awareness for the community, and that's how it is, because these kids these days, they don't even know who Spanish Fly is, and I have to lecture them. I have to teach them the history of the Harbor area, Spanish Fly, MC Pancho, Tony the Wizard. There's good people coming out from the Harbor area.
Shout out to MC Pancho. I need to get him on the
Pancho,
podcast.
much love, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you,
MC
bro.
Pancho, Yeah, and I just want to do my part just to keep that memory and that legacy alive for all of the Harbor area.
Yeah.
Appreciate
that's
you,
what's
brother,
up.
man. Shout out to Mega Man.
Hey, gracias,
Solid
brother.
dude.
That was
Appreciate
beautiful,
you,
Mega
bro.
Man.
Blessings.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, blessings. And
Yeah,
all
my
you
boy.
guys have a blessed night.
You too,
Likewise.
man.
Cool, man.
Yeah, Pancho, man, it's crazy because when you talk about that, like I had never talked to him, and then I went to the show, the Valentine's show. I think it was it was Little Rob and it was Orange County. I forget where it was, but he was there, so we had a conversation.
Like a Bobby D, like an Orange County funk show or something?
Yeah, it was Rob and who else? Bash. Bash too. It was
Bash
like
and
the
Magic,
Valentine.
MC Magic.
MC Magic too. And so I talked to Pancho there, and it was cool to because like I said back in the day, I don't know, maybe it was the egos or something. Like we never all, I don't know, maybe I just didn't run into him.
With MC Pancho?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I went up to him like, yo, hey, what's up, bro? Because I want to reach out. I don't have ego,
This is a
bro.
stupid
Like,
question. Did he rap? MC?
Pancho?
Or was he? Was he?
I think he used to rap.
he's an MC because he MC shows now, right?
Yeah, I think.
Oh.
But I think he used
He
to
had a
rap,
tape.
right? He's from
Yeah,
Quito,
he used
right?
to rap like a long time
He used to
ago.
rap a long time ago,
Okay.
and then he also,
OG.
I think he also helped a lot of people perform out in places in Japan and stuff like that. So much love to him. But yeah, it was cool. It's a cool story.
I always be
like that.
following him and his wife's little fooding.
Oh yeah,
food outings.
yeah, I see that. Yeah, they grubbing, get me hungry when I watch that.
I gain 5 pounds every time I watch that shit. It's like I am right now.
Hey, and
Thanks
he
to
always,
Nacho Granny's,
Nacho Granny's cookies.
That's right.
Good shit, man. Delicious. I ain't even bullshitting, bro.
Man. She gets down. She does her thing.
Perfect after a Bubba's taco.
Oh
Man,
yeah,
those tacos
one of these
are
right
fire,
here.
bro.
Yo,
No lie, no
right here.
lie.
Can I get a jarrito, homie?
Come get these
That's why I
tacos.
eat
I'm already
that thing.
empty, dog, or something.
These tacos is fire. That's
I don't want to be rude and leave the couch. Whatever, dog. Jarritos.
The jarritos
Huh?
are bomb.
Doritos? Can I get a Jarrito, please? A Jarrito?
A Gerardo? A Gerardo?
A Jarrito?
The green one? The green one?
Shit, man.
Harry Toes.
You guys enjoying yourself, Harry
Oh,
Toes?
yeah, no, I'm having a blast, man. Like I said, I'm honored, man. This is history for me. You know what I
Hell
mean?
yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, for
I love
sure,
that
man.
shirt, man. I need to get, we're going to have to exchange one, bro.
No, I got you
for
one.
sure.
Extra medium or what?
If you're extra large,
Sometimes.
if you're
Only in the
extra large,
summer.
you can take this one off my back.
Gracias,
I got a
brother.
clean
Or
white
even a
tee on the
hoodie,
bottom,
whatever you
so
want.
this is brand new out the bag. If you extra large, you can have it.
No,
on
I'm
my
an
bag.
XL,
That'd be-
for sure.
that'd be
I'll take
honored.
it.
Yes, sir.
I
I would love to
got
give
you
it
one.
to you.
I can say
boys.
Mexiclan, homie.
Yeah,
What's
for
up?
sure. Hell yeah.
I got you one in the
I'm
car.
telling you, bro.
Okay, I got you.
Man.
I'll bring it in.
Appreciate it, man.
I just remember my mom. She used to go to the Compton Indoor to get all my tapes or whatever. My mom's the one who would buy me these tapes.
Yeah.
You know, and Lighter Shade of Brown was one of them. Play that shit over and over, over and over,
Yeah.
over and over, man. I'm telling
That's
you.
funky right there, though. We had a Night the Funkster, man. He did one of our Sunday afternoon. We were talking about the last one, but same thing, man. Just he drew up
No.
something sick.
What's dope is you know who did that was the homeboy Boo Boo from Weemas, Eastside Weemas, Hyatt Street at the time, and his brother is Toker, the one on the cover,
Yeah,
bigger guy. Well, his little brother is Boo Boo from Wilmington. That's what I'm saying.
That's
We're
why,
all like,
that's why Wilmington's a heart, bro.
and he did that,
Yeah.
so he drew that.
Do everything.
Yeah, he did our
the
logo.
the Toker cat, was he a rapper? Did he rap on
Nah,
that
you know
album?
what? There was a time when it was me, Frank, and Rich, but we had a couple homies like Danny, rest in peace, McCarthy.
Can we show that again,
And,
Danny?
and then we had
the album
Ruben
cover?
Toker, who was used to hang with us. He'd give ideas and stuff like that. But they kind of like a posse, you know. They used
Right.
to kind of roll with us. But yeah, that's how it was. So he was part of that. You know, he used to roll with us to the studio. A lot of times give us rides too. Like he had the car, you know. Take
Oh, okay.
us. And then his younger brother was the one that did the
Give us a
logo.
ride, homie. We're going to put you on this cover real quick. Type shit.
But he had dope ideas. He'd be like, "Hey man,
on the cover.
you know, we should use this oldie. You know, hey, check this oldie."
No,
you know?
I get it,
You know
dog.
what I
I
mean?
get it.
Like,
No, I get it.
hell yeah.
So Triggs shared production with you at that time then?
Yeah, we used to go to Triggs Pad because he had the turntables, and his dad had records, a lot of the oldies. So we'd go over there. And
You
he'd
had
pull
your
out
own
the
too, right? You
records.
guys bring them over.
I had
yeah.
my own. I think I jacked some of Frank's too. And we used to DJ together, but he had a lot.
still
I
got
still
'em?
have a lot. You know what? Recently I moved, and my collection. I didn't give it. Well, I did. I gave it to my cousin. I'm like, take them because my studio was a little smaller.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, it's gonna take up too much room. I had a bunch of records, but he has them, so I can get them when I want.
Right, right. Man, I had like 8 crates, bro, of records, and I
yeah.
gave them all to the homie Snaps.
You gave 'em away?
Gave them to him. But I mean, he's there.
Yeah, you
If
can
I
get
need,
'em.
and now I'm like building up my office, my studio, and I need some records for the wall. And I
yeah,
have
to
fucking
look.
0, dog. So I'm like, I'm about to hit him back. Can you
Snatch
bring
some
one of them
up.
crates back? You know, something.
Yeah, my studio's not that big, so I can't. I mean, I can always get them. You know, I might have to because it's not like getting the vinyl and
Yeah.
Because now you can.
You still DJ?
I still DJ. I still cut in some of the beats, but like as far as like parties, nah. But I still can cut a little
Yeah.
bit. I'm not as good as I used to be, but I still can.
I got on that
still-
fucking
I
Twitch
like-
shit. Don't come for me, but nah, I got to go with the DJs are because YouTube cut us off a while back. Then we got suspended for like a
So
week
you
on
get
fucking
on there
timeout.
and you have like you spin or
Yeah,
what?
bro, we do fucking me. Danny Boy has his channel.
I gotta
We go on
check that
Twitch
out,
and
man.
we just have our background. We're just shooting the shit
Just
because I did
kicking it.
radio, so this is my way to talk to
that's
listeners
dope.
and play music and get away with it.
It's
Yeah.
You
a
can't
good
play
idea.
music like that on
Yeah,
YouTube.
yeah, yeah.
Right.
That's a hell
Oh
of a-
yeah, copyrights and stuff.
Yeah, Twitch all day. You play fucking mixes, go to instrumental, promote the show. I was on this morning talking about this show. Like,
that's
come
dope.
over. So shout out to everybody who came from Twitch. And but yeah, bro, if you ever get the feel of it, just start up an account one day. And you trip, bro,
I might have
because
to do that.
when I went on Twitch, like I started seeing like everybody's on DJ Ever, you know,
They're all on
Angie
there.
V, she put me up on game.
good.
Like I mean, they all came. This was like the pandemic fucking thing.
Yeah, the pandemic, right? When everyone started getting on there and just DJing and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And you don't even got a DJ.
It's a
You
vibe.
can
It's a dope
Kick
vibe.
it.
Yeah,
just kick it, talk shit,
Yeah,
share memories.
The homie was doing that the other day. It's the first time I checked it out like that. I was like, yeah, that's dope.
But now they got this thing called Kick, Kick. It's another Twitch, but the reason why fools are jumping ship and going over there is because they're paying 95%.
Oh.
Twitch takes 50% of your earnings if you you get donations or whatever
Right.
like that.
Kick is the new one. Huh?
Yeah, I
Kick
think
is
I
the
used
new
to a relative of mine, he's a DJ, and I think they'd be like $20 for a shot, and he'd take a little shot and he's give him $20.
Yeah.
On Twitter. That's what they do, right?
You get fucked, bro. I've done 6 hours straight 2 weeks ago.
Take a shot, Odie, and here's 20.
Yeah.
Damn.
I had a homie call me
Spinning for
up
6 hours?
6 hours, bro. But I mean, I'm fucking drinking away, bro.
Yeah.
Like my wife's ordering fucking beer from Instacart. We're not going nowhere. She come. The homies come. This fool came up, showed up
That's
with Del
dope,
Taco.
though. It's a good
Bam, at
time, bro.
midnight. Yeah, we started
Hell
at
yeah.
6. Midnight, fool showed up with Del Taco, and then we had another case, and then we're just fucking. This guy sent me a video. He's like, "Fool, you're not down." He go, "Do a shotgun ODM," and I was like, "I go, well, how am I gonna see you do yours, and you can see me do mine?" I go, "You know what? Fuck that. Send me a DM right now with your video." So he
did
did.
it?
And I showed the video on the fucking camera. We were just having a good
that's
time,
dope.
man. So
Yeah.
then I
What kind of shit you be playing on there?
everything, 80s hip hop, 90s hip hop,
love
all
80s,
hip hop.
bro.
I play freestyle. It's open format, homie.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
play even 80s, all the 80s
Bro,
pop.
my-
You know what it was
My
like.
favorite stuff DJ was like the exposés in the 80s. And all,
Love that shit.
Man.
All the females come, you play that, bro. Even the classic house
Look at
days, like
Weekend and all that.
yeah,
Diamond
freestyle.
Girl.
Man, seduction.
Hell yeah.
All that, bro. That was radio back then. Like before hip hop was on radio in LA, it was that music. It was the Janet Jacksons, like the expose, seductions. It was all, like they said, Power 106, LA's party music or
Yeah,
something. Their
that's right.
slogan was or something, right?
Yep.
And then the hot rap came in 90s, and it was all Death Row and Lighter Shade of Brown and Spanish
Yeah.
Fly, a couple little spots in there. I heard you
Yeah,
guys on
thrown
like,
in.
I heard 92.3 the
Oh,
beat.
you know what?
Yeah.
And you know who on 99.1 they got us too, bro. They play. I think you guys. Well, I don't know if you were on at the time, but 99.1 put it on. Actually, I got it on tape. I got it. I
It was
got
probably,
to
if it was
one day.
after 2000, it's
I can't
probably me,
remember.
dog.
It was.
it was this guy.
They
brother.
put it. They,
Now,
they-
how to have been?
They put it on like a battle, and we lost, and you guys shot us, bro. Blow the hell out of it. We had-
Oh, no, that wasn't me. That wasn't me.
He's like, wait a minute, it wasn't me.
Sound effects y todo. Bah!
That was in
They were-
99.
they were- wait, they're like, blow the hell out of it.
Damn, man.
But it was cool. And I was like, hey, Cug, we got on the radio. They played it to the bullet, though. I'm like, they took a risk. Like, they played it.
It
was 99.1,
We
bro.
probably did, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. If it was after 2000, I used to have a feature
I
at
forget
night
the
called
year,
Bump It or Dump It.
That's what.
think
18
something
with a
like
bullet.
that.
Or was it
That-
Battle
something
of the
like that.
Songs or some
They
shit?
put it. It was up
What
against
track was
another
it?
record.
What track was
It
it?
was 18 with the bullet.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Soy.
Yeah.
Soy 18 with the bullet.
Yeah.
We got a caller?
He soy.
Your phone's ringing, Bubba. Hey, pot him up. Hello.
What's up, fellas? How we living?
Yo,
What
what's
up?
going on?
How's it going? Who's this?
Now we living solid right now.
That's
right
right.
now, I'm just peeping in on right now, just listening to you guys right now. My boys, Spanish Fly, Big D's right there. Everybody's just solid right now. Just
Oh.
chiming in with you fellas.
Gracias, bro. Thanks for calling in, homeboy.
Yes, sir. Appreciate
Nah,
you.
big supporter of all you guys. Hey, you gotta understand, like coming, born in '78, growing up with, the music,
Yeah.
making those relationships at this point and doing all that unity community stuff. Hey, we're all in this shit together.
Hell yeah, 100%.
That's what it's all about. That's what it
So
should be
the
about.
vibe's right. We're all getting older. We're all getting more mature. That's
Yep.
what I'm pushing out there. Just everybody stay genuine.
Nah, yeah, we need that, bro. You got to be genuine, and it's a beautiful thing if you keep it like that.
Yeah, we got to make it cool
Oh,
again.
and then
Shit.
they just, yeah, because come on, it's like where we were before, doing whatever it was that we were doing, not quite on the right path. It's all
Right.
different for everybody, but we share a lot of the same. A lot of the same things. The dynamic or the stories may be a little different, but all in all, is a lot of the same for all of us. And then now, it's like, God giving us the reprieve or giving us the change of direction or the understanding of rewiring our lives. You know what I mean?
Palabra.
No, that's
So now
word.
all
yeah, all of us are just on the same path, or a lot of a common path of just setting example, doing what's right, building our businesses, building our lives back in all different ways, right?
Yep.
100%. You're right. You're right on, bro.
No, so just like at the end of the day, when like when I rewired my life and my recovery on my path, it's one of those things where you start to see a lot of different things differently, and when you reevaluate your value system.
Right.
What holds value to you, what means more to you, why do you do what you do?
Right.
Yep.
That's it, and to me, it's a lot. It has to do a lot with maturity.
Yeah, no, it does.
And how do you hold that? How do you hold that maturity? We're supposed to have growth, right? Growth in the sense of every year, every few months.
Right.
But the thing is, what I could say out loud is something that I personally did was, in my last 6 years of my recovery, I picked a word. One day I don't know, 3-4 years ago, I picked a word that I've always used. And I started with honesty, honesty, right? We all know what that word is. We all kind of know what it means, right?
Right.
But then we kind of went a little deeper into that word, right? And then we started to, once we fully understood what that was, then I started applying it to my life.
Yeah.
Once I started applying it to my life, I seen how it impacted and it changed things. And then I picked another word and another word and another word.
Yeah, instead of it just being words, you brought it to life. You used them.
That's it. That's it. Like, the maturity is the one I've been on for a while, and I challenge anybody to try to do what I'm saying right now. Is you implement a word like maturity, right? Get to know what that really means to you, right? And then implement that into your life and see how practicing that to your best ability each and every day, each and every moment with everything around us, right?
Yeah, that's a good method.
It's a challenging one. It's a tough one.
Yeah. Well, it sounds to man, you definitely put together, bro. You could tell it. You know what I mean? You're on the right path. You've been on the right path for some time. And I know a lot of us, we come on, we fall off, we get back on, we fall. You know what I mean? But that's life. The thing is, we just keep learning, bro. And the older you get, it's just it's not even. It's the older and it's the experiences. I mean, at least for me, it is. You know what I mean? That's how it's been. And then you come into becoming fatherhood. Some of us start earlier than or later than others. I started later, being I'm just like, oh shit, now I got a family to support. Yeah. Like, oh man, but you got to check yourself from the beginning. So I applaud you for that, bro.
Yeah, man. I just want to say, big ups to you, brother.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you sharing that with us,
for doing that, making those changes in your life, man, and getting it back on track, man. So much respects to you, bro. That's what I want to tell you, man. Keep on that path, brother.
Yes, sir. That was a nice method, though. As a wordsmith, I appreciate that. I'm gonna put these words into existence, into action, man. And just try to get better and
I appreciate
like I said, mature.
Right on, brother.
Love,
what was your name? You didn't even give us your name, caller.
What's your name, bro?
I'm Commitment Soldier, Frank Hernandez.
Commitment Soldier. Orale, bro. Much love and respect, brother.
What's up, my G?
Send me a DM, brother, on Instagram if you're on there. Let's keep in touch, brother.
Yes, sir. He out there
me
doing
up,
it.
man.
I see him.
All right, brothers. Take it easy.
Take care. Hell yeah. We got to have that word of the day, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about.
That was definitely nice.
That's why the platform's here, Danny. That's what we do, man. We promote that positivity, man, all day.
Man.
Fuck all that drama, homie.
Yeah, we don't need all
drama,
that.
man.
It's
just hurting the whole. It's hurting everybody. You know what I mean? This shit.
I started late, bro. I got a 2-year-old daughter, man. 2
Yeah.
and a half.
Oh shit. That's your first?
Yeah, first and only. That's it.
Only one?
Yeah, I'm good. Got a daughter, man. Changed my life. So
Sure.
she's a trip. Yeah, Scarlet Snow.
She already got a car in the house.
She got a car in the house.
A little car. Yeah.
But that's the beautiful thing, though, because we lay our foundation down. I mean, from starting later as parents, I want, and that's what I wanted. And plus I want to get all that shit out of my system. Fucking everything in sight. Like, you can't fuck the whole world. You could try, but fuck, you gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Something gonna fall out sooner or later. You know what I mean? Shit. I ain't got no AI for my, for me, ain't got no artificial intelligence for this, homie. I'm one of a kind, homie, so I gotta savor what I got. Nah, but yeah, I got
Tacos,
married.
anyone? Nah.
We got married like 8 years ago. Me and wifey, yeah, we got two.
Right.
So I gotta. Well, my stepdaughter's about to be 16. My son just turned 7, and my little daughter's gonna be 3 this year.
3.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's That's dope.
So
Yeah.
that's how many total you
My
got?
daughters be 2.5. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. They're
Johnny
they're
the
handful.
king of kids.
She
How
keeps
many,
me.
how many
She
kids
keeps
you got,
me
Johnny?
young though, bro.
No, absolutely.
Like, you know what I mean?
Keeps you
Like,
up and going, bro. Why you fit, dog? I mean, I know. Shit, I'm over here eating at Bubbles every fucking week. See?
Hey, ask Johnny the.
How many kids you got,
I'm
Johnny?
gonna start coming to Bubba's and Grub, bro. I'm close.
I got 6 kids, bro.
6 kids?
Yeah.
Christmas
This guy
is a
right here, the
motherfucker at
Brady,
your
bro.
house.
He got
huh?
the Brady bunch.
Stayed busy. We didn't have TVs in my house now.
Ah!
Yeah,
Hey, something was working.
We
The
had all that
formula.
shit.
He got the Brady bunch.
I
Hell
got
yeah.
I got my 3 and my 3.
3 and 3?
Yeah.
3 boys. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
What are the
Yeah.
ages?
My oldest son's gonna be 23 this year,
All right.
and then I have 18, 17, 14, and then my 2 little ones is 5 and 6.
Beautiful.
That's it.
Not a dull moment in your house. Because I know with two kids of my own
Shit, it's
running
turned up.
around.
It's turned up. Yeah, it's turned up.
But you wouldn't change it for the world.
He's a good father. He gives him Jack Daniels for breakfast.
Hell yeah! And for bed.
Jameson, my bad.
Jameson from that
Jameson,
time.
my bad.
Yeah, I don't want him drinking Coca-Cola with that Jack, bro.
That's how you put them to
Just get
bed,
him
Johnny.
straight on ice.
Tell you if that
Rocks.
melatonin don't work, here,
He
me
puts it in his
drink this
cereal.
shit.
with some Jarados. Right
With
there.
some Jarados. We got Spanish Fly in here. Want to thank you fellas for coming through, man. I see your plates. Some of them are still full. Maybe I know you want to get your grub on, bro, but I don't want to take too much of your time. I just want to one more time promote what you guys. I know you guys are working on the album. Do we have an album title yet, or
We don't have a title yet. Just want to say, support. If you haven't seen Cruise Control featuring the homeboy Little Rob, check that out on YouTube. Give it some likes. You know what I mean? Peep it out. And then we're working on the album right now. Also Johnny D's album coming, his solo album.
Dope.
Moke's got something coming, and
I got an album out right now. Go
Say
check
it,
that
bro.
out, man.
Say it.
MOC, Forever Restless. Go check that out. My first solo album. I'm a team player. I'm always with groups. May Klein, keep that name alive. Spanish Fly, we keeping that name alive. And as an individual, I go by MOC and Forever Restless, baby. Let's go.
love it? Love the energy,
Say
man.
anything, Johnny?
Yeah, no, definitely check out that. We got the Spanish Fly album, the reintroduction out already. It's on all platforms.
Yep.
We have my album is
Your album?
Big Dog Status, Johnny D. We have
Man, you guys working.
we're working, bro, and working on another project too. We got singles coming out. We got videos coming.
Yeah.
Majority of our videos were shot by my boy Concrete.
Oh, yeah. Shout
Yeah,
out Concrete.
shout out to Concrete.
Concreto.
But yeah, this week we're gonna shoot another video too for one of my singles too. It's OG Pamps. Shout out to OG Pamps.
What up, Pamps?
Yeah,
we
so-
work with Pamps.
We're doing it though.
How many videos you guys putting out a month? Would you say? Because nowadays fools be putting every week. Shit seems
Nah,
like
we don't do it that
Good.
fast,
I'm the same way.
I'm more like
let that shit breathe.
Even with the music, bro, I don't know. Maybe I take my time, bro. I can't just we got this next week. Nah, I take my time.
I'm the
with
same way.
projects,
Hey,
with
but
the
check
music,
out those visuals because they really nice. Like Concrete does a good ass job,
Yeah.
man. He's on top of his shit. He's a busy man. He's hard to get get a
Yeah.
hold of, but
Yeah, he can't
always
make
come
his
through
ass
for the
down
fly.
this way. I see you do another podcast though, bro. I'm
Yeah.
calling you out, Gutierrez, right now, homie.
We'll do a video here too, dog.
I know what's
Get
up with the
over here.
video.
He pulls up for the fly though. That's for sure.
Yeah,
He's always
nah.
been. Yeah, he's
He's always been 100 for sure, man.
That's the homie.
And yeah, so that's pretty much it, right? And check out the documentary Spanish Fly if you
Yeah,
haven't
I'm
seen
gonna watch
it.
that tonight.
Keep it out,
Amazon
bro.
Prime,
And,
check that out. It's dope.
and it's a beautiful thing. I'm just happy to be here, bro. And I want to thank you, bro, from the bottom of my heart, bro. Hey,
Yes, sir.
it means a lot.
Yes, sir.
I grew up to your music too, and so it's
Gracias.
much respect, bro. Mutual
Had to
respect,
happen.
bro.
Single
Had to
coming,
happen.
man. Slow and
Hell
Easy's
yeah.
coming. Spanish Fly's next single, Slow and Easy.
Slow and Easy.
Slow and
And
Easy.
then
coming.
my single's coming. It's gonna be called Red Monster.
Red Monster.
Red Monster.
So you got there, man. You too
It's
busy.
so-
You a
yeah.
busy motherfucker.
Hell yeah, man.
Johnny
And then check
stay
out,
busy.
check out. We just did. Me and Daz did a song with Lottie the G right now
that's
called
right.
Checkmate too.
Damn, I forgot.
So that one's hard. Check that out. It's kind of lightly speaking on what's going on.
Okay.
So you letting everybody know that we're all kings. You know what I'm saying?
And we can all find this.
It's on all
Where's it on?
platforms.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the videos, it's on Lottie the G's platform too. And I have a single with him too that's out too. That's called Real OGs.
Okay.
Fire, so.
Well, I gotta catch up on your shit. You got a lot of shit that's going on,
Keep it
I'm
man.
glad
Been
you
busy,
said it
man.
because I forget, man.
then Lil
I-
Body the
Nah, I'm the
Gotti.
same way.
Yeah.
We have a track with Lil Body the Gotti
See,
coming
there
out
you go.
too. My boy.
That's
Yeah.
right, Little Body Gotti.
Don't sleep on the reintroduction of Spanish Fly. That's this new chapter that's going on
Yes.
right now.
Yeah.
right.
That album that's a banger right there. Don't sleep on that one. That's a hidden jewel right
That's a
there.
sleeping giant.
Hopefully
Check
some
it out.
shows in the works too.
No, we got shows coming.
Yeah.
Right on. All right, guys. Wait. make sure, speaking of shows, I don't know if we got the video, but this weekend we are taking off. Me, Danny, Money Moons. We're heading out to, we got this old school cruise, man. I'm excited. It's our first time on a cruise, man. We're going with Ensenada.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I go there a lot.
You know what's crazy? I just
Carnival cruise.
Yeah, Royal Caribbean.
Royal Caribbean.
Yeah.
I was on a cruise not so long ago. Just vacation, just went on it. But being on there, like, it would be kind of dope to do a show, bro.
Yeah,
cruise.
yeah, they got
That's
us
dope. Y'all gonna have fun.
performing there, and then
That's
coming back
dope.
by the poolside. Even though it's supposed to be chilly, but I don't give a fuck. We on there,
Nah,
you know
it's
what I mean?
cool, bro,
First
yeah.
time me and wifey go on the
Yeah, with your
cruise.
wife, have a good time.
Yeah, drink a little.
Baby,
sip a
baby
little.
making music. Over
I'm being fish in the cards, you know what I mean?
Latin accent.
We'll see everybody on the cruise, man. Other than that, thank you guys so much. Hey, share this podcast if you get a chance, all right? Also, shout outs to everybody who's listening on Spotify, Pandora, and all our digital platforms as well. If you don't get to watch it, our weekly podcasts are on Monday, 7 p.m. You can come over to YouTube and watch them and join the fun live right here. But next Tuesday, we will have Dazza on, not Monday because we're coming back. We'll probably be hungover on Monday. Just real facts. And then Tuesday, we'll be here live from Bubba's Tacos. Spanish Fly!
Yeah.
Shout out to my kids and my girl. In the city.
It's a fly thing.
It's the heart of the harbor all day.
It's the Old School Cruise 2.0. Hi, Naughty Roddy from the Valley's Old School Mega 97.9. The Old School Cruise has sold out, but now we're making music history with the Old School Cruise 2.0. 2 cruise ships cruising side by side headed to Ensenada, which officially makes us the biggest concert cruise in music history. It all goes down May 3rd through the 6th, 2024, Cinco de Mayo weekend, with Kool and the Gang, Morris Day and the Time, Cameo, Zap, Function, Climax, Evelyn Champagne King, and freestyle legends Tranier, Johnny O, and a lighter shade of brown. The Old School Cruise 2.0 will sell out fast, so book your cabin now for only a $50 deposit. Be a part of music history. Go to theoldschoolcruise.com. That's theoldschoolcruise.com, or call 1-888-639-8880. That's 1-888-639-8880. It'll be the greatest 3-day weekend of your life. See you on the ship. It's the Old School Cruise 2.0. Hi, Naughty Roddy from the Valley's Old School Mega 97.9. The Old School Cruise has sold